can't see a lick.
But can y'all hear me though?
They could probably hear you.
Let me know if you guys can hear me. I'm gonna tell you a secret. I can't wait for the reaction.
All right, we should see you now.
All right, morning. Okay. Can they definitely see me now?
They can see you now.
Lovely. Happy New Week, people. It is Monday, the 6th of February. Welcome to TDA, the day after, your favorite news platform and the home of popular culture as defined by the culture. And of course, I am one of your favorite amazing hosts. Your own royalty. No, that is my own royalty. And that is such an irony to know what it is. Anyway, whatever. I'm having a moment. I'm actually glitching. How can I say your own royalty, please? I'm disgusted.
It's because the conversation we were talking about before, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Where's your favorite shade queen? My own royalty. I know you guys think there's going to be other introductions. There will not be other introductions. It's just me up in here, me and Brent, this lovely morning. How are you, Brent?
I am trying to get my voice on.
Oh, you're on the mic. Yeah. So at the moment, guys, it's just me. I know someone said they're looking forward to the reaction. So if it's still just me, I will try and deliver on that. But I hope everyone is good. Everyone had a great weekend. Like the video. Thank you very much. Yes, my swelling has gone down. My face is a little bit puffy. So I have to do overtime on the treadmill, basically.
All right. So how come you have to get on the treadmill in order to reduce the quote-unquote swelling?
Treadmill is just, I was going to say euphemism, but I actually don't know what that word means, but I'm going to run with it.
Okay.
It's just a euphemism for gym. Just getting back to working out.
So why is that connected to the swelling going down? If the swelling just came out just off the back of an allergic reaction?
Yeah, but Brent, at this point, I've got it here with all angles. Because I'm wondering maybe it's the 3 days that I sat in my bed eating popcorn.
All right, okay.
Do you get me? So I don't know whether it's still the swelling.
Yeah,
I forgot to take my last dose of steroids.
Yeah.
Because I was doing a baby shower.
Okay.
So I just thought I'd just leave it. But yeah, I'm going to try and lose some weight.
Yeah. But nobody said that they can see it though, right? You just basically just...
You said you could see it.
No, because I'm now looking at your face and I'm not seeing it as I saw it when I was looking at
I think it's angle in which you saw, because you looked down.
Yeah.
And I was like, morning, and I just...
Yeah.
You know, I was so happy to see you.
Big, yeah.
Exactly, do you get what I mean? Yes, I think so, yeah, but I'm glad to be here. I'm glad that I didn't have to go to A&E this weekend and I have my face back. I went to baby shower. I really missed my face. Like, I've always embraced my beauty, I can't lie to you. Like, I know I'm not an ugly girl. That's impossible. That's unheard of. However, not having my face, like, I really missed my face. Like, I kept looking at pictures of myself. And I just... So this weekend, like, throughout, since my face has calmed down, yeah, it's a one-girl show. I've just been admiring my face. Every time I walk past my reflection, I'm like, look at you. Look, they nearly took this away from you. I did think that. I thought, what if my face doesn't go back to normal? I would have had to quit TDA. I'll be honest with you guys, and I hope this is not controversial, but might as well start the week I want to go. Because obviously my face was really chubby in it. Yeah. So it looked like I was just like really fat. Yeah. I would not be an inspirational fat person.
Serious?
No, I would not. No. I realize I am vain.
Body positivity and that.
Fuck that. No, because my face wasn't like this the other day.
Love
so I can't. I don't think I would have loved the skin. I would not have been a very inspirational person. Okay. Especially given the circumstances in which my face was like that. Yeah. I wouldn't have been... So I literally kept thinking, I hope this swelling goes down. Like, I hope I'm not healed from the allergy, but my face stays the perfect circle. Yeah.
You want to be Ghanaian?
Ghanaian?
They said that they have circle faces.
Devil?
Round faces?
Funny heads. I'm joking. I'm playing. But yeah, I'm glad. And I went to the baby shower. I had no makeup on again because I'm just appreciating God's beauty. And yeah, I think my body dysmorphia is cured. I think self-love is definitely cured. All of that stuff is great.
I think they heard
Morning,
you kiss
King.
your teeth.
What you say?
I think they heard you kiss your teeth.
Yeah, because the iPad's dead, isn't it?
The people.
It is, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. I know you so well. I love
What's
it.
the iPad?
Of course it is. How are you?
I'm alright, man. Where's E-Man?
He's on his way.
It's en route.
Okay,
The white men try to keep him back.
They're doing the same thing with me, man. They keep playing my tyres after I just fixed one the other day.
I thought you meant that, you know, the people that deflate your tires. I thought that's people you meant.
It could be. It could be that.
Because
The enemy's out there.
Enemy is definitely out there, boy. Enemy is definitely out there.
I said outside the other day, it was on the floor. But then now, I fixed one. Maybe it's because I fixed one and then the other three need to, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Maybe it's that.
You look a little different today.
In what sense?
I don't know.
Like,
I don't know if it's because I haven't seen you so long. I don't know. You just very different.
What's
You look good though, but you just, I don't know, it's something different.
What? Come on, man.
Like,
give me
is
more,
your
give me
skin
more,
like
give me
clearer?
more, man.
Have you been doing a skincare routine? Like, what's been going on?
Oh no, I look a bit paler though. I feel like my skin's all washed out. You know, the winter
Like,
kills me.
yeah, you're very, like, your skin's very clear.
Very pale, like Casper. God damn.
Did you cream this morning?
Yeah.
Okay.
I need some sun.
Yeah.
Did I cream? Let me make sure.
Because you know you usually do when you come in here. Because there's something different. It's just something.
Pale, man. What's wrong with me? I need a holiday. You know what time it is.
I'm shocked you're still here. Every week I come in here and I see you in here. And I hope they don't defeat you because you got full tracksuit on. It's not like you. Yeah, it is warming up though.
Give it to me.
It is warming up. I think, what was it? I think that it was 14 degrees the other day. And I was like, oh my gosh, like spring is actually upon us.
Was it 14?
It was 14, yeah.
When?
The other day.
It didn't feel like it.
I think it was. I can't remember, man.
14.
I've been living a different life.
When did you get 14?
I don't know. Was it? I had a child. Oh my gosh, I had a dream. I had a kid.
Was you happy?
She was really cute. That was my son. She was so cute. She's a cute little baby girl. And I was like, oh, this is so cute.
Oh, that's nice.
So wholesome. I can't remember who dad was there.
You got manifest, innit?
No, it's all right.
Oh, no?
Not now. Not now. I manifest the man first.
Yeah, do it the right way.
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
Did
Like,
the right way.
I'm so big on that. Like, I'm so big on that. I actually was thinking about that because we talked about that on Friday with the girls. And I was thinking, I hope the way I said it didn't come across like kind of rude, but...
Well, you said what, sorry?
Because basically we were talking about it with the girls, the 2 Cents girls, and I was saying how, for me, it's most important that I'm in a marriage, then have a child.
Yeah.
But I was like, I hope it didn't come across judgmental. But obviously, everyone's experiences in life is different. There's a reason why I say that.
Yeah, some people are different. Some people just they care about the kid first.
Yeah.
And like everything that happens around it, like just
That's what to
happens.
me. Because I'm a product of a single parent household. So it's very important to me to have...
But you came out fine though.
Do you know how much I spend in therapy?
No.
Yeah, a lot of money. More money than I want to spend. I'm joking. No, I didn't know. Do you know what? I did come out fine. But what if my child is not built like me? But even though I came out fine, because I have had a good life, I could have had a better life. And I always strive for better. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
I just think if I'm able to control it and, yeah, because it's more about me doing the best to my ability of knowing that I intentionally have done the right things. If obviously life happens and whatever happens, it is what it is. But I have to have made sure that I did the right things I possibly could.
I don't know. My brain tells me like I'm a perfect example that it's not that much of a big deal.
Really?
Yeah, I'll be all right. I'll be all right as well.
What if your child is not like you?
He is.
Yeah, that's true. He might be better than you.
Yeah. So, no, but I think
That
like,
is true.
and you know what it is as well. It's like, it's not gonna be 2-parent household and that. Cool,
Okay, yeah.
But I'm gonna be there, and I feel like I'll make more of an effort
Okay, yeah.
than what my pups did. So it's still gonna be a better version of what I had
you
as
have,
well.
yeah.
I feel like it'll be cool, man. Especially,
Yeah.
obviously, ideally, you want the relationship, you want your parents to be together and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But if you're both on the same page, working towards the same goal, which is raising your children, then it's.
But you know what's interesting though? Is that what you're doing is still a better version of what you had.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? So you're not exactly doing the same thing that you had. So even though you're saying that, you know, you turned out, you're fine, that you turned out fine and you're still doing a better version.
Yeah.
So I think with me, thinking about it now, my better version, Because my granddad was basically like my dad, basically.
Mm.
So my better version then is like to actually have that complete unit.
Yeah.
It's interesting, man. Yes, it's very interesting. I love it. I love these stages of life. Because I went to a baby shower over the weekend, and I love those like moments where it's like, wow, like people are actually doing like life things. Do you know what I mean? Like people have kids, you get married, like it's crazy.
Well, you know what it is, yeah? There's nothing else to do, man.
There's nothing else to do.
I'm being serious, man. There's nothing else to do, man.
Well, have kids.
I struggle with this shit all the time, man. Like when you look at life literally is what you make it.
Yeah, it
Do you know what I'm
really
trying to
is.
say? Like, I know it sounds cliche, like, but it is. It's what you
Yeah,
make
go back
it.
to
Like,
rock the
like, there's no real rules, man. There's no real.
There really isn't.
There ain't no wrong or right way to do it. You know what I'm
Yeah,
trying to say?
just
Like,
do it.
everybody's whatever makes you happy makes you happy. Everybody's ambitions and stuff are different. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, absolutely.
But at the same time, though, it's like I don't like when I'm looking. I'm saying like, what are we really doing? Like, how do you define success? Like, what's gonna fulfill you? Is it the job satisfaction?
Yeah.
That like, do you need the money? If you just had there's people who's got all the money in the world that's not happy or there's no real.
And don't you find that interesting? Like, I honestly find the concept of life so flipping interesting because, like you said, like different things for different people. There's different things that like motivate people, or there's different things that people want out of life. People have different experiences, but when it really comes down to, we're all just winging it.
We are.
We all actually don't know. We're all just winging it.
It's just like about like the companionship and family and shit. Like there's some of the few things that I see that kind of just make sense. The kind of thing. It's just like go and find a gal or just raise some youths. It's like that's the only thing we got. There's nothing else to do, bro. Like,
There
ain't nothing else to do.
Yeah. Because I saw this TikTok of this older lady. I think she's probably in her 50s now. And she basically doesn't have a child. And she said she didn't want to have children. And she was like, how, people always say to her, oh, are you sure? Like, don't you regret it? Kind of feeling bad for her. She was like, no, don't feel bad for me. She said, that was the decision that I made. And she was like, I get to live wherever I want to live. She said, where was she at the moment? I can't remember what country she was in. But she said, yeah, winter's coming up. So I'm going to move to Portugal. And I'm going to live there for the next few months. And then when it's their winter, I'm going to move here. And she was like, that brings me so much joy.
A hero.
And she's like, I have businesses. I'm successful. And she was like, it brings me so much joy. I just move around.
Yeah, I wish I
We're
could.
all
live
really
like
just
that.
winging it.
Yo,
I would love to do that.
Who's more famous, Madonna or Beyonce?
Beyonce. Oh, actually, Madonna.
Madonna? Her fan base is still alive.
Yeah, but like, do you know, whenever people ask who's more famous, I think of like those towns in like Nigerian stuff that, do they know them?
No, but you don't just think of kids, you don't think of old people. Madonna was popping in the 80s.
Yeah.
That was 40 years ago. Her fan base is still alive. Like,
Yeah, but
she's
I
got
didn't
like a lot of... They're old people, so they might not be as loud as the youth. But there's a lot of them, though.
Do you think there's more old people than there are youths?
Yes. Because the youth,
What is old for
have
you?
to grow.
Yeah.
Huh?
What's old for you? What's the range, sir? Because I don't know on something you just said.
Oh, no, don't put me... no.
It's a Monday morning, let's
We just got
relax.
through a whole culling of old people.
Yeah, I don't want to go into... Don't want to
That was a
explore
bit
that.
insensitive.
I don't want to explore
But
that.
there's a
bro.
lot of old people.
It's something I just said on a whim. Don't want
COVID.
to unpack
Culling
it.
of old people. That was a bit insensitive. Yeah.
Brent, do you know what's
You
mad?
didn't hear me, did you?
No, because I was thinking it.
Yeah,
I just didn't say it.
that was a conspiracy theory. The depopulation thing.
I think we're all morphing into each other in this room.
You're talking about cycle.
We're spending way too much time with each other. Because I literally thought that. And I thought, no.
It might say, by the way. So
You're serious.
who do you think's richer?
Out of who? Madonna and...
And Beyonce.
Yeah. Who has more money?
I think Beyonce.
That's what I think as well.
But then no, I think Madonna, yeah, because Madonna had her son just dancing for Black Lives Matter. That's kind of bored stuff rich people do.
Both of them are rich, obviously, but like,
Who is richer there?
apparently. Dun, dun,
Harry Styles.
What?
Go on.
Apparently it's Madonna.
Is it?
But they give her a few more years until Beyonce surpasses her.
Yeah, because if you think about Madonna, Madonna's old, isn't it? Do you remember when she kissed Drake? Dried the pussy up, that did.
So you tried to pussy up.
Listen,
Who Madonna's?
all the girls, everyone was
Oh.
celibate after that. Yeah, because she's older, isn't it? So if you think about how young Beyonce is, and how old Madonna is and the wealth she has, and how young Beyonce is and the wealth she already has, she definitely will go past her.
Yeah. But you see why you mentioned those villages in certain places, yeah?
Yeah.
Like, there's certain villages in, let's just say, like Peru or Argentina that don't know Beyonce, but they know Madonna.
Defo. Because remember when she did the Who Run the World Girls video? They didn't know who she was, Beyonce.
Was it?
Yeah, they didn't know who she was. It's such a cool, it's such a really cute story. She went there and then because she saw their dancing on YouTube or something like that. And then she went to go and learn and they had no idea who this woman was. I mean, it was sick though, but
Rihanna cleans them.
Does she?
Cleans them.
As with all the Fenty hair, Fenty beauty,
not with
Fenty
fame,
this.
but with money.
Yeah, with money, yeah.
Rihanna's a billionaire, innit?
Straight billionaire. Clean billionaire.
I love
And
it.
she's younger than all of them.
Why are you so happy, man?
She's from
'Cause
West
Trinidad.
Indies. Trinidad?
No, she's not actually. Where's she from again?
Barbados.
Barbados, that's it.
Yeah. The other one is from Trinidad.
Don't call her other one. Nicki Minaj. So rude. You're the other one.
Well, I thought you said that you're fed up with Nicki.
I have, but sometimes I forget.
I was sharing energy.
Yeah, no. You're right. I do forget sometimes. I spent too many years being a barb. I forget that. It's lit.
Anyway, Emmanuel, do your intro.
Good morning, Emmanuel.
Good morning, people. Good morning, people.
Wait, no one's done the intro. Hey, you have.
Of course I did. I did mine.
Because you were there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I heard your intro.
You heard it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that-
Your own royalty. But I thought you were telling the
It's
people
sickening.
I'm your queen.
I am. All these bitches is my son. I'm joking. I'm joking. No, but I don't even know where that came. Like, ugh, that was weird. To delete that part. It's a shame we're live these days. I would ask for that to be edited out in my market. How's you guys this weekend though?
Yeah, can't complain,
Oh,
man.
here we go, Brent. What now?
What happened?
How was your weekend? Because I'm kind of happy that you're back in the race.
What?
I'm kind of happy that you're back in the race.
You smart? You talking sports already?
No. I just wanted to pick you up a bit. I'm happy that you're back in the race.
You might end up on Out Ere. You were Spurs fans yesterday. That's not nice.
And I don't know what you're talking about.
Huh?
I would never openly admit that.
You don't need to openly admit that. You wouldn't be as perky in a Spurs and have done you like that favour yesterday. You wouldn't be as perky right now.
No. Honestly, I was on Saturday. I was looking forward to seeing you, not knowing the result, to then say, hey, you guys are back in with a shout. And I would have smiled when I said it also.
Fair play.
Yeah.
I look forward to the reaction. It was an interesting weekend, man.
Yeah, it was.
It was an interesting weekend. I know you're in the chat. Yeah, man. Stay tuned. Stay tuned.
All right, cool. Emmanuel,
What's up?
you want to lead us into the headlines, please?
Oh.
All right, let's get into headlines. Yeah, can you guys kindly like the video, please? Like the video and subscribe to the channel. I think we should set a target. What's our subscription? I think we can get 4K by the end of this month. If you guys are not being witches. Thank you. Okay, Iman.
All right. So the first headline, yeah. To be fair, the first three headlines are basically about politics, man. And at the moment, Conservative MPs are about to make a renewed push for the UK to leave the European Convention on Human Rights, amid reports that Rishi Sunak is considering the move in order to allow a harsh crackdown on migration. The proposals were backed by the Home Secretary, Suella Braverman, during her leadership campaign over the summer. But The Guardian has been told the policy is being pushed by a number of ministers, several of whom said they would like to see it form part of the Tory manifesto if it can't be enacted before the next election. The decision to pull the UK out of the ECHR without an electoral mandate is likely to cause some deep consternation in parts of the party and would also face challenges in the House of Lords. But Sunak is reported to be considering the controversial move as he prepares to set out new legislation to curb migration, which would ban anybody who comes to the UK irregularly from applying for asylum and then deport them as soon as possible, though the UK currently has a significant backlog. A new immigration bill is expected to be introduced within weeks. Next headline. And remember I was talking about Liz Truss the other day?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So basically, just a bit of context, yeah. She wrote an article, I believe, in The Guardian, something like that. Basically about her time in office. It's quite
What,
short.
or 20 days?
She's
I love her, you know. She's a vibe.
I'll get into a bit more of what she said later, yeah. But basically, the business secretary, Mr. Schapps, yeah, he was in an interview on Sunday, and they were asking him his opinion on her, tenureship basically. And he basically said, look, it clearly obviously wasn't the right approach, innit? But they're asking him because obviously he had a role in her cabinet, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But anyway, so he agreed with Ms. Truss on wanting lower taxes, but inflation must fall first, is what he was saying. He said you can't just go straight to those tax cuts. In her 4,000-word essay, Ms. Truss stood by her plans to boost economic growth, arguing that they were brought down by the left-wing economic establishment. But she acknowledged she was not blameless for the unravelling of the mini-budget. They are the first public comments the former PM has made on her resignation in October of last year. Ms. Truss has been now resigned after she and her Chancellor, Kwesi Kwarteng, introduced a £45 billion package of tax cuts, including the cut to the top rate of income tax, which panicked the markets and alienated Tory MPs. Mr. Schapps, who is the business secretary, was asked on BBC One Sunday with Laura Kusenberg show whether Miss Truss's approach had been the right one, and he said clearly it wasn't. He admitted that the UK's tax burden was currently very high, and said he agreed with Miss Truss that Conservatives must be making the good arguments that a lower tax economy can be successful in the long term. But before the government tax cuts, it must halve inflation first, get growth into the economy, and get debt under control. Next headline, like I said, is about Ms. Truss and her her essay. Basically, she claimed that she wasn't really warned about the risks to her budget, right? So the senior...
What? She's throwing Kwesi under the bus again.
No, she's saying outside of those two.
Oh.
Like, typically, you get some pushback and this and the third, and they warn you
Okay.
about the impact and stuff. Didn't really happen, she's saying. So senior economists and the former Chancellor, George Osborne, have cast doubt over Liz Truss's account that she was not warned about the risks to the UK economy as she prepared her mini-budget. Truss, in her first major intervention since leaving office, wrote that she had not been given a realistic chance to enact my policies by a very powerful economic establishment, coupled with a lack of political support. She said she had expected her mandate as Prime Minister to be respected, but admitted mistakes had been made, including that the fallout from her mini-budget had left the UK close to not being able to fund its own debt. The former Prime Minister said specifically that no officials in the Treasury had raised concerns about liability-driven investments, which pension funds use to cover their obligations. The Bank of England said pension funds with more than £1 trillion invested in them came under severe strain, with a large number in danger of going bust. But Dr. Charles Reid, who's an economist and a proctor at the University of Cambridge, said that he had spoken to civil servants about the risk of a fast rise in interest rates, and enclosed a paper sent to the then Chancellor, Kwesi Kwarteng, on the 8th of September, a fortnight before the mini-budget, right? And the Treasury, they've come out and they've acknowledged receipt of the letter. So they found out in her first essay she's lying. Basically. So, yeah.
That's so good.
But that's it for the headlines.
Thank you very much. Let's get into what you saying topic of the day. Can I say that we're actually skilled at what we do? Because this actually links to what we're talking about in the introduction.
There you go.
Sick, man. Like the video.
All right, so today's topic of the day, but I've got a link in there that I want you to play. Yeah. It's based on this particular interview podcast, appearance by Ocho Cinco. And
Do you know?
what are you going to say?
I'm sick of these barber shop set podcasts.
Why?
There's just something about it.
It's not a barber shop.
I hate it. This whole sitting down is basically the red table talk. It's basically men's red table talk.
But they're not
They will
gossiping.
sit in some kind of city shop, all sit there with reclining chairs, and everyone thinks they're spitting some kind of gem. No, you're not. You're saying nothing that makes sense.
It's like you hating on the men.
I am. You absolutely. Let's start the week how you mean to go, man.
All right, so basically this particular clip here is basically about things of value, right? So he talks about flashy jewelry, taking private jets and things of that nature, right? And how he never did it, right? And obviously, which is kind of contrary to
Ocho Cinco?
Yeah.
I really try.
Wait, is he lying like Truss as well? Or what?
He lying.
Well, listen
No,
to what he
Ocho's
says.
not lying.
That's what I'm saying.
Ocho's
He didn't have flashy cars, anything.
Ocho had a smart car most of his career. Actually, he did buy cars and stuff.
I was gonna say because the car in which he hit Evelyn in, that was a flashy car.
What
But
do you mean he hit in?
it was the whole thing. Sorry, carry on. As you're working.
Ocho, he got in trouble. He's on camera. Is that he's on camera doing that?
No, this
Or
one
is that
was.
the other one?
I think this was like after Rihanna's situation, you know, because she's basically a basketball wife, Evelyn Lozada, and they basically got married very quickly. I think even shorter than Kim Kardashian actually. And yeah, they had an argument in the car, and he basically headbutt her, and her head split.
That's why French says that. Told that bitch to give me head. Ocho Cinco.
Yeah,
French is mad.
it's very. French got other problems. It's crazy.
All right, cool. What? Okay, cool.
I'm just saying that wasn't a flashy car, but this is what I'm saying. When they get in that room, that's I don't know. It's something about that barbershop type set. When they get there,
Very honest.
No, I think he admitted he admitted to buying cars. I think he said is it his third year or his fourth year?
Okay.
But yeah, he never bought a house. He slept in the training facility for about the first year or two or something like that.
really, why? Didn't have the money for it.
Yeah, no, he had the money. He just he's cheap. He's trying to save. He said he saved 85% of his salary.
Yep.
Of his earnings.
Yeah.
Okay, Ocho Cinco.
So, Ben, can you play the clip, please?
Give me the ick.
It's a bit of a long clip, but I'll cut it off at some point.
Private? Yeah. Shh. I ain't flying private. Spirit. Put me on Spirit. Exit row. Window seat. That's all I need. Long as I get from point A to point B. I don't need private. Athletes more so. If you can get to a point in your career where your name becomes bigger than anything you can purchase, there's your value. Wow. My name itself, Ocho Cinco at one point, even still to this day, is bigger than, why am I driving a Ferrari? Why am I driving a Rolls Royce and I'm Ocho? Oh, we talk about jewelry and watches and chains. Never bought real anything when I was playing. Never. What was the point? I went to Claire's.
So all you do?
Yes. For what? What am I doing it for? The women don't deal with you anyway because of who you are.
Right.
And then the other women who really doing their homework, don't Google how much you're making already.
Right.
Why am I buying a $50,000 watch, $80,000 watch? What time is it real quick, please?
It's 20 minutes to 4.
How much that cost me?
It didn't cost you nothing.
Because time is free. So
Yeah.
what I'm paying for?
Right.
For what?
No, he's
I'm
really
Ocho.
cheap. Damn.
What's the point?
Right.
There's nothing I can buy that's bigger than my name. So it made no
Time
sense.
is free.
But everybody's
spun
caught
it
up
in
in
his head.
image and looking a certain way and being rich.
So I do you one better.
It's me. It's pointless. You know how hard it is to live.
All right. So, you get the gist of it, yeah?
Yeah.
So, like Mark's is saying as well.
Is that what you call the barbershop?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Whenever I just see men gathered, where 2 or 3 men are gathered,
You know that
there
God,
they chant some shit on the
you know
mic.
that God is there.
no,
Yeah.
they chant shit on the mic. That's what's happening. Yeah, it looks like a barbershop time. Because it reminds me of what's that other tall guy
LeBron.
in the meme? That's it, LeBron. Especially he had a show. as well
He's
one
a
time.
barbershop.
Yeah.
Yeah, so see, but I feel like it all copies that setting, though, doesn't it?
I mean, I feel you. There's a few barbershop ones.
You see one barbershop, you've seen them all, basically.
All right. So, basically, yeah. Question is, where is your value? And how much are you willing to prove it?
How much more?
How much are you willing to prove it?
To prove it.
Mm-hmm.
Do
Because where's your value?
you know what? Can I just say before I even answer that? I actually rate what he's saying. I think that's a good mindset to have. I mean, he's very, very, very cheap. At least get a cheap watch. But I guess you got a phone. You can check the time on your phone, I guess. But I think that's a good mindset to have. My value, I don't know my value. I think my value, I don't know. I don't know how to describe where it is that my value lies. My value is not in material things.
Okay. Let me ask another question. Where would you like your value to be then in the future? If someone looks back in your life and says, you know, this
that's what you
person
mean.
was so-and-so, 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 what do you want the things to be, what type of things do you want to be highlighted about
I think
you?
I want my value to be in my name. And in my name comes my character.
Okay.
I think, yeah, that's where, for me, that's really where it's at. Like when you say Esther, you can say that woman was talented, she was hardworking, she was disciplined, like all those great character traits. She loved the Lord, she did, so you know I'm in heaven. All those, I think that for me is where, that's what holds the most value for me.
Okay. What about you, Mark?
I'm not sure.
Mm.
I'm not sure. What are you saying? What people think of you, character and that?
Do you know? It's not even what you think of me. It's what you have to say about me when you bring my name up.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? So it's not even I think she was nice. No, you can say, as a matter of fact, that she was, the woman of.
What's the question again, properly?
So, basically, where is your value? Yeah, basically, where's your value? And if you don't have
where do I place my like the things that I value, or what's my worth?
Exactly, what's your worth? You can answer it any type of way first, right? But I want to get back to the whole thing about where if you was to, let's just say, you know how people bring certain things to the table. What do you bring to the table to say, you know what, this is what makes Margs valuable? And if you don't have something necessarily right now, at the end of the day, when long gone now, where would you like people to say, you know what, this is what made him valuable?
I don't know. I'd like to I'd like to ask other people.
Okay.
If that makes sense. I'd prefer to ask people that I'm with and that I work with why they think I'm valuable. Ask Brent.
I was gonna say Brent.
Yeah, before you shift, what have people said about you? What value have they highlighted?
What do people highlight about me? What kind of value? Obviously that I'm just all around wonderfully amazing, prolong their life with joy.
You asked the man the question.
You asked me the question. I'll be prolonging life with joy. No, let's be serious for a second.
I thought you were being serious.
You know what it is? I don't know, but I like to add value to people's life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? And obviously it's about achievements and legacy and stuff like that. So maybe things that I've done, that's what the value's in, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Obviously, I always want to be valuable to people. I always want to help people. You get me? So I try my best to bring something to the table in any kind of interaction that I have. You get me? I think that's was me finding value in myself is me being valuable to other people. You get me? If I'm not valuable to other people, then I don't feel much worth. If I can't help people, I can't do something for someone, then I don't feel much worth in myself.
Do you feel as though people have these type of conversations with themselves and actually think, you know what, let me do certain things so that the value could be in myself and not necessarily in the material things that I put my actual physical money into? Because how do you think most people see life then?
I don't think most people see life like that. But I think also, though, it is a trauma response. I think a lot of things that people chase is as a result of things that they didn't have. And so a lot of people chase their value in like wealth and stuff like that. But if you look at their life, it's because they didn't have. Obviously not everybody, but some of them didn't have. Do you get what I mean? So for them, that is where the value is. Kind of what we were talking about earlier, how people want different things out of their lives, right? You speak to someone who's poor and they're like, I want to be rich. I can never be in this poor position again. Then you speak to someone who's rich and they're like, money isn't everything. Do you get what I mean? So I think that it really just depends on what each person's experience through life is, if that makes sense.
Do you feel like you can find value in all these flashy type of things? So you know how obviously it seemed like he's kind of criticizing people who try to find value and find, I guess, their meaning in these material objects and stuff like that. Do you feel like he's maybe too far to one side? Do you feel like you can actually be valuable because of the things you have?
I think you can find value in things, but depending on what it is that you're doing with the things. We mentioned Rihanna. She is incredibly wealthy now because of the value, like wealth, money value. Do you get what I mean? Because she created something that was amazing. There was a gap in the market, and she literally came and has changed the makeup game forever. Do you get what I mean? Like forever. So there is value in that. But I think, what's the second part of your question?
Is it the wrong kind of approach?
No, I think it's just personal. It's individualized. It depends on what it is that you want for your life.
Okay.
I think sometimes we can look at something. I can look at something and be like, that's not that very important. But because it's not important to me. But however, that could mean the world to you. Do you know what I mean? So I think it's difficult to say whether or not, to gauge the importance or maybe the total value of things when you're not the one who it involves. Does that make sense?
You know how you see like on social media, everyone's kind of, not everyone, but obviously some people love the flashy this and showing this and the third, right? And obviously their followers go up and all this type of stuff there, right? Do you feel like all of that at the end of the day amounts to nothing? Do you feel like in any type of setting that could be a good approach? Because obviously I'm assuming people who want to be popular on social media don't just want to be popular on social media.
Yeah.
They want to use that fame and popularity for something, right? Maybe to make more money, or do you think it's just popularity?
Some people just
Somebody just want
want
popularity. Yeah.
Some people don't have no plan and just
winging it.
Just want to be popular for being popular's sake.
Yeah.
Some people just want to be known. Just have clout and that.
But I do think with that, like, I think it's more about like substance.
Okay.
So if like for me, I personally think if all there is to you is just like material stuff, then for me personally, from my eyes, there isn't much substance there. But the reality of life again is that with social media and whatever else, people are just acting. Because you can be online and be like, oh, I've got this and I've this and showing off and whatever. But when the lights go off, when it's you in your bed at nighttime, you know how it is that you're feeling, and you don't feel that valuable. Do you get what I mean?
Okay.
So I think it's all just acting, man.
So I feel like there's obviously different degrees, right, to different things, right? Because if I was to ask you guys right now, do you think you can buy happiness? Yeah. What would you guys say?
No.
Not at all.
I think you can I think it can, like, as in long-lasting happiness or temporarily. I think it can be a temporary fix.
Okay.
But it wears off.
Okay.
And that's why you would be in search for the next thing, and you keep getting temporary fixes, and it will never be that permanent fix, in my opinion.
What do you think, Marks?
I'll buy me some happiness.
How much does it cost?
I don't know, man. You gotta give me the budget.
So ridiculous.
You gotta give me the budget. Give me the budget. I think I could buy some happiness. I could spend enough. I could spend enough money to be happy. I don't know how long it will last for.
But would your happiness come from the fact that you have the ability to spend X amount of money, or from the things you actually buy?
They go hand in hand. It's supposed to be the gratification from buying whatever the things is, and when you experience it, then you get me. So I think they're one of the same.
Let's just say you had $1 million. So if you were to spend $1 million right now, right, would you be happy?
If I was to spend $1 million right now,
Yeah.
well, it depends on what I spend it on.
Okay, cool.
Because I could spend £1 million and have a whale of a time.
He's going on holiday. That's what he's doing. He's going to buy him an island.
Yeah, I could have a whale of a time. So while I'm during the spending of it,
True.
it's going to be amazing. How am I going to feel when the bus is gone?
Would you be just as happy if you were given that £1 million and told you couldn't spend it?
Sometimes, having money
No.
makes you happy. Just knowing that you have money there.
But
It's like when you've got
point?
savings, right?
What's the point of it though?
You don't want to, but you don't want to spend the money in your savings, but just knowing that my savings is there, it makes me happy.
Yeah, no, that's nice.
So it's just knowing that you can spend one day.
Like if I wanted to, I could.
If someone gives me that £1 million, but they says you can't spend it, it's not my £1 million. When can I spend it? What's the parameters they set for me? Like when do I get to it? Because if you're just giving it to me, but I can't spend it, I don't have it.
Okay, so
If I can borrow against it or something, then maybe there's different. But if you're just giving it to me, oh, you can't spend it, I don't have it. It's not mine. I don't have it.
That's true. Yeah, you still don't have it.
Okay, so you see where I'm going. So, so when you are rich now and you got all this money and you got this fame and stuff, right? And you can't use the things you've worked hard for certain things, or you've been told, oh, don't spend it on girls, jewelry, cars, jets, and things of that nature. Are you capping your happiness?
No, but more time though, isn't that because people that have spent it on that, like they're going off with people that spent it on that, and what their story ended up being like?
Okay.
Do you get what I mean? Because really, I'm sure they will spend the money on good things, but usually it's because when you start spending on this stuff, you lose yourself. And when you lose yourself, you lose the money, and now you're back to zero.
So
it's more like advice, like a precaution.
okay. So obviously it's about finding that balance. Right?
Yeah.
And do you feel like, especially, obviously it's kind of hard. Like, you can't really pocket watch people you don't know, right? But people that's out there, do you feel like, especially as black people, that the balance is completely off for us? Or do you feel like there's loads of black people out there that's successful that we just don't know?
I think there's a lot that's successful that we don't know.
And to be fair, maybe the balance isn't as skewed as we think it is.
I think the balance is definitely skewed. But I think there are more, cause like the guy we reported last week that's buying the football club.
Yes, the Nigerian billionaire.
I have a clue who he was. I saw him. I said, okay, he's a little cute. Do you get me? We don't. I feel like there's so many people that we do not, that are doing amazing things that we actually do not know because it's not in our circle. Or it's not in your view. And unfortunately, actually, let me not bring that call back. So basically, actually, I'm going to talk about it because sometimes the guys are rude online. So someone that we know, I won't say the name just not to draw too much attention to it. She must be talking about like Rock Nation brunch or whatever.
Okay.
And people are like, oh, who are you? Who are you? Like, why would you be invited to Rock Nation brunch? Not knowing this is a whole ass director at Sony. Do you get what I mean? But again, because of the way the age we live in now, if you're not in people's faces, like if you're not in the places that they deem cool and you're not doing the things that they deem cool and what you should be doing if you're a person of notoriety, people assume you don't do anything. But there's so many powerful people who are literally like, they have so much money, there's so much
People
wealth,
think that their
so much
knowledge of you
knowledge.
validates you for some reason.
That's it. And it doesn't.
And it doesn't.
Because the person that's actually making the moves, you don't know those people because they don't care. Again, they don't care for popularity. They don't care for fame. They don't care to be seen on the table doing shots with. I was about to say the wrong name. With any new rapper and stuff. Do you get what I mean? But I really do believe that there's so many people that are successful and have amazing things that you just will never know. That's why I like talking to strangers sometimes. Talk to a stranger, yeah, and you see the lives people are living. It's so amazing. Like the things people do, what they have going on, even at the gym sometimes in the steam room. I don't really like conversation in the steam room anyway. But when I have the odd ones there, and someone said, oh yeah, I've got this business and this and that. It's a random person that you would see. They don't look cool. They're not wearing designer. They're not wearing anything. And when they tell you, you realize this person is wealthy. Do you get what I mean? But again, because they're not what society thinks a wealthy person should look like, you assume they're nobody. I think there's so many somebodies that we have no clue about.
Why do you think,
I'm trying to be.
Why do you think that is? Where the rich of the rich, right, are okay, for example. Obviously, it depends on the type of person it is, right?
Yeah.
But there's certain people who just don't spend crazy amounts of money. So again, I don't want to be kind of buy into the stereotype too much. But Eminem ain't got no crazy chain. But he's obviously one of the richest rappers ever.
Yeah.
Right? You've got people like Warren Buffett and Bill Gates who are not spending crazy amounts on crazy things, right? Why is it they make those decisions? Why is it they can see where the value should be, right? And certain people, let's just say the rappers and certain people in certain communities and things of that nature, don't seem to see that.
Because do you know what it is here? I don't know what it is. I just think it's not everyone is. Do you know what? I really believe here there's certain things in life, and I don't think you have to be the wealthiest to realize, but there's certain things in life where you go through and you have to question things in life.
Yeah.
So I could have money, I could have a great job and whatever, but I've really got to question, does this actually make me happy? Does this fulfill me? Does this make me feel like I have purpose for my life? And the thing is, a lot of people do not question that enough. What they do is they use, because in my opinion, all these things are distractions.
Yeah.
All these things, everything is a distraction. So people use these distractions to take away from actually sitting down and thinking about whether they are indeed happy or whether they indeed, do you know what I mean? Like whether they want these things. I'm sure the rich people, some of them, they haven't always been like this.
Yeah.
They were rich, they weren't rich, became rich, were doing all the partying, all the drugs, all whatever else it was, buying all the stuff they wanted to buy. But then they had to sit down, they sat down and thought, you know what, I don't have that. There's still something missing. And when you start to question that something missing, you get to that.
What people talk about white people?
Anybody. J. Cole did it. J. Cole's whole thing was about I have $1 in a dream. I'm trying to be a A-list celebrity. I'm trying to get bitches. I'm trying to get this. I'm trying to get cars. He got that, and he was like, "There's something missing. None of this actually brings value to my life."
But he's still done
I
it.
was out here on what's it called, bicycle and stuff.
He's still done it though.
Yeah, no, but that's what I'm saying though. So not everyone's, because sometimes we look at successful people like Eminem or whatever, and you're like, oh, they didn't dress like this, they didn't dress like this. Some of them have had to learn. So then at this point where they don't do those things. But I really believe, and it's not just rich people, it's normal people every day. Some of you are passing every single weekend. You are not happy. Sit down and address that.
I just think you give these kids, like, make these men grow up in poverty and then just give them millions of pounds overnight out of nowhere. They're always gonna just
spend it.
Yeah. From not having nothing to being able to have what you want, you're gonna go and take the things that they're not important, but you're gonna deem important to you because you looked at them. They're sparkly. And you never had them. You get me? Like, people have been taught financial literacy and that, so they're not thinking about investments and all these kind of things. They're thinking, I'm gonna go and have everything I ever wanted, everything that looks nice. I'm getting paid all this money. It's coming in. I think it's gonna last forever. And then obviously that starts somewhere, but all the examples of that is everything that you see. So it's just like you just go down the similar routes. So even Eminem, wherever his background is, wherever he come from, even if it is working class or whatever, he doesn't have that image of white people in big chains and whatnot. So even him, whether he was poor or whatever, getting that money overnight and changing, the footsteps that he's got to follow are still different. Yeah. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, it's not the same things that he's looking at, because if he saw that and that's what he knew, he would have done the same shit. Okay. But he doesn't come from that. You get me? So I don't know where it starts, but it is what it is.
Do you feel like sometimes we're being a bit harsh on some of these, like the flashy people, right? Because what if we chose to see it differently, like this, for example? That everyone who buys chains, Rolexes, cars, certain things, actually investing in themselves.
I knew you were going to say investment.
No, it could be. It doesn't matter. It's each to their own. People just always chatting shit about stuff that doesn't matter. Like, whatever you think of something, like, your opinion of it doesn't necessarily raise the value of it. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? So even like what Ocho's saying and how he feels about jewelry, that's fine. That's just your opinion. You know what I'm trying to say? And the fact that you feel like that doesn't make anybody with the watches
like less than you.
Less than you or more than you. That's just your opinion. There's so many people in so many different circles that see that jewelry and see them watches and appreciate them more for what they are, more than even face value them or even re-recognize. You know what I'm trying to say? That they understand the quality, what's going on here. Think stuff, these are like collector's items. Like, if they value them differently, it just depends on what circles you're in and who you're talking to. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Just because you don't rate it, the fuck's that mean to me? I don't give a shit. Like,
but in terms of monetary value though, a lot of the time when you buy these things, after 6 months or as soon as you buy them, the value goes down.
Well, not with the watches. Maybe when they change them and then do dumb things and put them dumb diamonds in it and shit like that. But some of them, if you get them,
some of them
from factory settings and how they are, that's gold and diamonds, and they're not just dropping value like that.
Cars will drop value.
But I think what Mark
a lot of people
said
ain't owning them anymore, but they're leasing them now.
Yeah.
It's true.
Where it's like, it's a thing where when you haven't had something, now you can have all these shiny things. Shiny things are nice. Do you get what I mean? And so they go and get that. But I just think it's a case where this life is hard. So whatever it is that you think helps you, do that. But I'm always just for people looking, like, digging deeper. Because there's so many temporary fixes that we really, really rely on that is just temporary. And at some point it does come to a head.
But I guess that is if, like you're saying, people are kind of do that to kind of mask some unhappiness and stuff, innit?
Yeah.
But because my thing is, obviously, like you said, investment, I think some people are smart enough to be like, you know what, I'm actually investing in myself. Because there's some things that you do that opens doors for you. I'll never forget, I was working in the bank one time, I mentioned this in the shop before. And there's a white guy who came in, regular looking white guy. But he had a Rolex, So he comes in, start talking about stuff. Don't even know how we got into this, but he started talking about his Rolex and how he said he spent like 25 on it, right? But he said once he did that, everything changed. He was now in certain circles, right? Because that Rolex allowed that type of entry, if that makes sense. Do you get your face is not...
I'm just like, but...
you get what I'm saying?
What was Drip saying?
Oh no,
What's his
he
clothes
was
like?
very, very, very regular.
Okay, but the risk got him in.
No, I think, no, on those days he would have been wearing a suit or whatever
Okay,
it was.
okay.
Yeah. But he just came in like a normal thingy.
Okay, so for him, it was an investment then.
That's what I'm saying to you. And so I'm saying a lot of the time people get loans, get certain things to invest in something that they can use to then change their life. You're opening doors. You're gonna rub shoulders with certain
Do you know what? We say that though. It happens at low level. Because some of the girls are getting BBLs, talking about they're investing in their and we actually see a change in their careers.
100%. And
I
don't
think,
they meet certain guys, for example? Because some of them are like, I'm going to target this particular footballer. I'm gonna, like without the BBL, without certain, I don't know.
No, but some of them are even doing because there's basically like an influencer starter pack, and their starter pack. It's not even about the guys. It's like an aesthetic. There's an aesthetic. You get the lip fillers. You get fillers. Get your body or some kind of like some sort of situation going. You dress a certain way, and before you know it, they're getting like brand deals and stuff. So if it's an investment,
that's what I'm saying to you. So a lot of the time, like Miles was also saying, we can't necessarily stand where we are and judge and think, this person's stupid for making this decision, spending 50k on this and wanting to do this, that, and the third.
yeah.
A lot of this is that person making calculated decisions. Obviously, I know this is not the case for most of these people, right? But people are making calculated decisions like, you know what? Having this particular type of appearance will make somebody else think, I belong here. And then I can have these conversations with people. I can get into business deals. I can, you know what I'm saying? There's just certain places that rich people kind of congregate.
So you say the fake it till you make it.
Exactly.
Yeah, but do you know what? Because sometimes people say fake it till you make it, yeah, but you're not doing the work that can actually help you make it. You're just faking it.
Yeah. Those are those people, innit? You know what I'm saying? But there's some people who actually, you can't afford something, but I'm going to get a loan to pay for it so that I can, it's an investment. And if it pays off, surely that was a great decision.
If it pays off.
Yeah.
But if it doesn't pay off, just because it was bad luck, it still was a good decision. It just didn't pay off.
Potentially, because just like normal investments.
Yeah, I don't think everybody's looking at it from that kind of sense.
definitely not.
You get me? Because obviously it does, money makes money in it. You're trying to say that. There is certain circles that you can be in where it will be beneficial for you if you're deemed to have money. People treat you differently when they think you got money.
Exactly.
And people treat you differently when they think you got money.
Yep,
They don't
exactly.
even need to see it.
Yeah, that's
Exactly.
true.
You know what I'm saying? You don't even have to make any proof of it. You know what I'm trying to say? That.
Yep.
So there's definitely...
That's what that entire, do you watch Inventing Anna on Netflix?
Exactly.
No, it's in it.
This girl, this Russian girl, that's actually how she built wealth. She was in the right circles or whatever. She just kept pretending that she had money. She didn't have one penny to her name, but she would always pretend that she was rich and she came from this. And she sold she sold $1 billion business idea, and they never saw any proof of anything, all because she made them believe it.
That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
It's a skill, boy.
100%. Do you feel like, like Ochocinco said, his name is bigger than anything he can purchase, right?
Listen, Ochocinco's name is so funny.
Do you feel like that potentially is a good barometer for success?
What's he saying? His name is what? His name is big.
Bigger than anything he could purchase. So it's like I don't need to buy Ferraris and jets to prove that I'm
Ochocinco.
I'm Ochocinco. You know what I'm saying? I can get through certain
Ochocinco wanted me
places.
though. Fair enough.
You know what I'm saying? Like how many times have we heard of rich people or popular people get into certain places, get free things? You've got the money to buy it 10 times over.
Yeah.
But you're giving it for free. You know what I'm saying? Is that maybe a good gauge for success?
I think it is actually. Just off the example that you just gave, actually, yeah, it is, because sometimes your name gets you in places. They don't need to. Yeah, your name can get you in places, and you don't need to. You don't need much to follow it other than your name.
Yep,
that's good power, though. I think that's power.
100%.
Your name has a lot of capital attached to it, like a lot.
Mine?
Yeah.
Do you think?
100%.
Oh.
You were asking me earlier what value I see in you. I feel that you are an enigma, right? And I feel that you, for the last maybe 5-6 years, you started finding ways to turn that into money and influence, and that next to none, man. next to none. I wouldn't say that your word is your bond. Because that fluctuates.
That's it fluctuates.
Depending on how it is that you feel and whatnot.
But for the most part, if I say it, I do.
Yeah. More or less. Yeah.
Yeah, I try. I mean, I try. You know,
You try. Yeah.
money heaping.
That's all
You
I
get
can
me?
ask.
Let he without sin.
Dash the first. Dash the first rock. I hear that.
I think it's still currency though. I get what he means though. He's right because it is a different form. It's not money in it. It is a different form of currency, and there's nothing he can do that's going to be bigger than his name, yeah. But not everybody's afforded that though. That's not like some formula that you can put out to the world and teach.
True.
That's his own situation, which he's lucky. And obviously, he's earned his name. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, cause that's not something that's not applicable to everybody, is it? That's just anybody with in your situation and kind of thing. So it's not just like a blanket statement that he's making. I don't think it's not so open and shut. Then if it's just not.
But it may not be like your name, for example. It's kind of like what Brent just said. It could be like your word. You know what I'm saying? It could be just anything else except money. So someone could put so much value. Oh, I'm trying to think of a film. Like there was something where I can't remember, but you see it in certain films where it's like, okay, this person said this, and I'm taking this as what he's saying.
If he said it,
then
it's done.
You know what I'm saying? And that is more than, you know what I'm saying, someone putting down a 100K deposit. If I don't do it, keep the money. No, I don't need it. You know what I'm saying? So it could be anything.
Did hey Bren say your name, your word isn't bond?
He said my word isn't bond.
Really? I feel like it is. If you told me you're going to do something and you didn't do it, I'd be very disappointed.
If I tell someone I'm going to do something, I'll try my best to make sure it's done.
Yeah, but if you said to me you're going to do something and you don't do it, I'd be very disappointed. I'll be honest, I don't think I'd look at you the same. Like if it's something that you could definitely do and then you didn't do it, damn, Mark.
Okay, so, and I could be annoying because, and I get what you mean, because I could tell you I'm going to do something and I might not do it when I said I was going to do it.
Really?
No, yeah, but I'll do it though.
No, but because are you okay? No, you have to do it at the time in which I need it done.
No, if it's time sensitive, then
Yeah.
obviously I got you.
Because I look at you as like you show up.
That's what I try
Do
to.
you know what I mean?
I try to be that. Yeah, I'm someone
I
you can
try to
count.
be that.
This is who I try to be. Someone you can count on.
I can trust your word.
Someone you can count on, innit?
Yes.
Yes, dependable. That's my bag. That's what I like to go for. I like people know they can count on me.
So if you didn't do something, not because that it was impossible for you to do it, but just because you're like, oh, couldn't bothered.
No, I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, I don't think I'd ever look at you the same. We'd have to do different shifts on CDA, boy, because
Do you feel like people's word is bond in certain things, and in some things it's not as much?
Of course.
for me, yeah.
Why does it change though? Is it because the person it's easier for that person to do a particular thing, or is it because that person maybe values that particular thing more?
I don't know. Let's use.
Don't do that. Actually, I don't know. No, you need to go into it because you were like, yeah, you're very quick to answer.
No, because I thought you'd get it. I'm directly talking to him now.
Oh. Wow, okay.
The word means nothing to me anymore.
Damn. You know that's a you problem. I think for me, your word is bond if you give me your word. I don't care what the situation is, because I'm very big on my word as well. So if you I take it very seriously. So your word is bond if you've said that this is what it is. Obviously, if you're someone who's unreliable in life anyway, I don't care for your word anyway. Chances I'm not even asking for your word for anything. It's all right. But if you're someone who...
You know how annoying that is,
Yeah,
having
man.
to take someone's word from someone that you know is unreliable, but you're in a situation where
that
it's
you
like,
need that word.
like, you've got no choice, but you just have to take it. Like, and it's
It's
just
actually
like,
a risk. It's a gamble.
I don't want to
I don't want to do this to
I
myself.
don't want to do this with you, man, because I just know. Oh,
I
no,
just
man.
know. And they're like,
Like, I
no, don't worry.
know.
I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do it.
no, trust me,
They're
man.
even going to overdrive. Like, no, trust me.
I've got you,
I've got
rare.
you. And then they don't got you.
you ain't got me.
They don't got you. It's just like, wow.
So if you're not even doing it on purpose, like this is just
This
you,
is
man.
you. This is you. This is you.
How did I end up?
Nah, I think no. Your words, yeah. Oh, I take that so seriously, man. Yeah, you can't tell me something and you don't. That's mad. You're done.
So do you feel like, last question, yeah. What do you think is the most valuable thing then to you? Like, I guess when you're interacting with someone, or even what you would want people to kind of value in you, your money, your word, your what?
My character.
Your character.
Yeah, and I value that in people the most. Like, yeah, your character is such a big thing for me. And I want people, yeah. I feel like being able to trust people, being able to, like, my word, all of that stuff, for me, if I have a good character and you know of my character, I think you can trust anything else that is from me.
Yeah, I think my words are probably that as well. Not even necessarily my word. I'm saying my words. I don't want people to take my words lightly. Like, I don't just say things for the sake of saying them.
Yeah.
And obviously, if I'm doing things in jest or whatever, that's it is
but
what it
that's
is.
just- yeah.
That's for you to use your common sense and when I'm trying to say, like, yeah. But for the most part, like when I'm talking, I want people to know that I don't speak for fun. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, if I say something, I mean it.
I mean that.
Yeah, I ain't playing.
What about you, Ben?
One of two things, maybe my integrity and 100% my word. I'm the most dependable guy. If it is, I say I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna be somewhere. I'm gonna do that thing. I'm gonna be that place.
That's
Integrity is
important, man.
yeah, it is. Yeah, it's definitely a big thing. That's what What about you, man?
I think to value what you may value as sacred. So I don't need to necessarily agree
Okay.
with what you laugh at.
Can you hear what he said? Can you hear what he said? Do you understand what he said?
No.
The implications of what he said.
What's he saying?
Break it down for them. Bust it down.
to basically value. So for example, let's just say something was there to you, yeah, and you couldn't tell nobody, right? And you told me that particular thing.
Oh, I mean, you keep secrets.
It depends what it is. Yeah,
I
of course.
thought you were going somewhere else.
I thought you were going somewhere else.
Oh, is it? Okay, cool. Well, I can't.
I thought you were going somewhere else. That's why I was like, okay.
That's important though as well though. People need to know that if
Yeah,
they tell you
man.
stuff, it's not gonna go
100%.
nowhere.
Yeah.
I think that's probably.
But how can you say it depends what it is?
Huh?
Why? If I tell you, what?
No.
why does it-
No. Basically, what I'm trying to say is, like, even if I don't see it as necessarily
Okay, like
important,
valuable. Okay,
exactly,
yeah.
because you do.
Okay, that
Yeah,
makes sense. Okay,
exactly.
okay. So
My
you
brother
basically
done
you
that to me the
respect.
other day. I don't know what kind of conversations he was having somewhere in public, and he tried to call me to confirm something, and I was horrified. Just one of my friends having a conversation with somebody else out of in a different circle on some lie mugs. Like, come, what?
Don't tag me in.
What?
Excuse me.
I said, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. I just turned away and just walked away. I said, I don't have a clue what you're talking
Yeah.
about. You're a psychopath.
I have don't tag team me.
I was horrified, livid. It's like, what? This is what you're doing? I'll never tell you nothing. Ever. Fucking hell.
Yeah, some people you just know you can't tell them nothing, bro. It's mad.
But yeah, that's it for topic of the day.
Thank you. That's a very good topic of the day. Let's get into our next headlines.
All right, so the first headline here is to do with the Pope and Protestant leaders coming out and denouncing anti-gay laws. So Pope Francis and the leaders of Protestant churches in England and Scotland have denounced the criminalization of homosexuality. Speaking to reporters after a visit in South Sudan, the Pope said such laws were a sin and an injustice, adding that people with homosexual tendencies are children of God and should be welcomed by their churches. His comments were backed by the Archbishop of Canterbury and the moderator of the Church of Scotland, who travelled with the Pope to South Sudan, where they jointly call for peace in the war-torn country. It's the first time the leaders of the three traditions have come together for such a journey in 500 years. During the news conference, Pope Francis repeated his view that the Catholic Church cannot permit sacramental marriage of same-sex couples, but he said he supported so-called civil union legislation and stressed that laws banning homosexuality were a problem that cannot be ignored. He suggested that 50 countries criminalize LGBT people in one way or another, and about 10 have laws carrying the death penalty. Currently, 66 UN member states criminalize consensual same-sex relations, according to the ILGA World, which is the International Lesbian, Gay, Bisexual, Trans and Intersex Association.
So what? How does the church deal with this?
Yeah, it's a tough one, man.
Just living through these times is mad. Obviously, I get it, like laws and rare. Do they alienate some of their people? What's the word? Constituents or whoever they are, like the ones like, you know, like the proper. I'm saying like the proper old school ones who are like, no, this is the way it's supposed to be. Yeah. When the people in the power come out and support that stuff or denounce that stuff, do they? Is there contention there?
I think there is, you know.
Yeah, there would definitely be because like with churches and stuff, they have like boards. Like we've got like trustees, we've got elders, so it's like a lot. Sometimes there's a lot of politics that's going on behind the scenes.
Is religion an excuse? So like people that say that people that use like the religions and stuff and like the old school ways as an excuse to be bigots and whatever, yeah. Is that true, or are the people that are like devout, stuck in their ways, are they being genuine and this is just what they believe, or are they using that as an excuse? Because at the same time, times is changing and we're living through it, innit? So it's like, obviously, like people had their ways, rules are rules, wherever it may be. Yeah, with the time changing, whether you agree or not, yeah. And say like even with like sexuality and homosexuality and religion and stuff like that, yeah. Even if you don't agree with it, yeah. But at this point, by living through life, yeah, you might look and think, okay, well, the countries that's got death penalty laws is a bit. I mean, like, even if it's not your thing, death penalty is a bit.
Yeah,
it's a bit much, isn't it?
Yeah.
You get what I'm trying to say?
It's a bit intense.
It's a bit tense.
Yeah, and that's what I was gonna say, because I think that you can, like, I feel like you can use, like, your faith is always a valid reason to believe whatever it is that you want to believe, in my opinion. However, it's not an excuse for hate. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, Christian and all, you shouldn't be wanting people to get killed on account of that. Do you get what I mean? Like, that's a bit wild. But I think it's that different degree, because there are people who will use the Bible or whatever other book to voice their personal like opinions and their personal disdain. And then they hide under but religiously, it's like, okay, all right. But then I feel like there are people who are like, you know what, we can't change the laws in the church because this is what the laws in the church are founded under. That I can understand. However, it's not a case where like if you come in, they're like off with your head. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
But I feel like with time, things are going to change, you know. In about 500 years from now, I think they'll probably be marrying same-sex couples.
Jesus will be back by then.
I don't think.
You think? Actually, I won't be here. I wouldn't care.
Because, you know what I'm saying? Like, because like you said, obviously, like before, there was no concessions for same-sex couples.
There was no leeway.
There was none at all.
Yeah.
But now it's like, okay, you know what? It's not a sin, And
but then look how long it's taken though.
That's what I'm saying. But it's still changed. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's an excuse though. I think people actually believe in the Bible, believe in the Quran, believe in the Torah, and say, you know what, this is what God has ordained. I believe this. I'm willing to bet my life on this. I live my life a particular way because of what I believe. Yeah. So I'm not going to change it because you people over there want to start living a particular way. No, this is what it says in my Bible, and I believe this.
Because the reality is that as well, is that, I don't know, I always find it interesting because sometimes people talk as if like that's the only sin. Do you get what I mean? Like there's hella.
It's true though. That's funny though.
There's hella sins. And we always just focus on this one thing all the time.
Yeah. That's funny.
Murderers. Do you know what I mean? Like there's so much that happens.
But this is what
murder's right.
Listen, people are actually in churches doing the madness sometimes, but they're like, no, but you can't be gay. I'm like, but you're pedophile. Okay. So that's all right then, I guess, in the eyes of the Lord.
It's because human beings they rank certain things above other things for no reason.
No, but don't you think, I think it's mad, how, sorry, trigger warning, I'm so sorry guys, but I think it's actually mad, how in certain spaces, like being gay is, you are heathen.
Yeah.
But then when it's pedophilia, it's like, oh, we'll just keep this in the house. We just don't say anything out loud.
Yeah, 100%.
It's mad.
This is how human beings are. Everyone does it. Everyone does it, man.
I see all sins the same.
No, you don't.
Yeah, sin is a
That's why I
sin
don't
is a sin.
judge.
You say all sins equal, yeah? No, it's not.
A sin is a sin is a
It's
sin.
not. Some sins are weighted. No, they're not. They're not.
The sin is a sin is a sin. Though.
Okay, you say
I don't think
that.
God does.
But no one believes. No one
thingies.
acts like that though. No
Huh?
one
But
acts like
but I don't even think God doesn't do a
Yeah.
Okay,
ranking.
well you got 50 points.
Yeah.
You're 2 points, all right. I'll let you go. Do you know what I mean? Sin's a
Whatever,
sin, a
man.
sin.
When that little flipping back road hustler, pickpocketer, is walking up to the line, and God's talking about everybody with sin getting this line, and then he walks next to him and he sees Jeffrey Dahmer and he goes, really? really, big man? You ain't got like a intermediate line? Because this is not my story. I ain't getting, furthermore, nope, not getting in that line.
Do you know what's mad? There's actually a parable about this. When he says that, I'm not like that guy.
Yeah.
And it's like, nah, because at least that guy's trying to repent. You're out here talking about, yeah, I'm really a pickpocketer.
Nah,
Jeffrey
man.
Dahmer's repented.
You
Guess
need
what?
that-
Jeffrey's getting in, mate.
You need that meme, man, with that, that black one with the short. You know what I'm talking about? Because that's not happening. That's
But do you know what it is?
some sins are weighted. Trust me.
But I think that's because as human beings we compare our flaws to each other's.
Yeah.
But
To make ourselves feel better.
Yeah, 100%. But really, you should be comparing yourself to God.
To-
And when you do, you recognize none of us are
nothing.
good enough, and therefore all of us are in the
All
same
of us,
boat.
yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
that's exactly what it is.
That's yeah.
All right, so question,
Here we go.
Mags. Name one sin that you think is mad bad.
What's the sins again?
No.
So what, the sins again? Anything that's
some
not good.
extremes.
Mugs.
Naming one of the extreme ones.
What? That's a bad one.
If you're comparing it to just petty theft, name one extreme.
Okay, murder.
Okay. All right. So travel back to the wild west days, right? And you're a cowboy, right? They haven't established sheriffs in your town yet. So the law of the land is what you deem it to be, right? If you kill somebody, are you expecting someone to now seize you and place you in a dungeon or a cage where your liberty is gone?
No, if there's no sheriff in the town.
All right, so only when there is a sheriff, that's when it makes it wrong for you.
No. That's when that's when the repercussions come out. But obviously, morally, if you're reading from the good book,
What's the
remember this-
morals? Is it not what society deems it to be?
Yeah, but if you was reading from the good book, then you should have known that murder was wrong anyway.
Oh, you're still following the Bible.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go back to a time before the Bible was actually committed to be the laws you need to live by.
Yeah, but if there was no laws set, then no one can't be judged by them. No one can't be judged by the actions before there was any laws set because you don't know what you don't know, innit? If that
Okay.
makes sense. So if there's no parameters set.
Okay, this is it. So you go back to a time before parameters, right?
Yeah.
I'm taking you back to that time now.
Okay.
And all sins are seen equal before it's now committed to be like, no, there are levels. Bear in mind, the Bible does not say that every single sin is tiered. It says that all sins are equal, barring the sin of the Holy Spirit.
Yeah, so even if you go back beforehand.
Against the Holy Spirit, sorry.
So even if you went back before then, yeah, and you put yourself in that space, yeah,
Yeah.
you're saying a man that stole a fish to feed his family because he's hungry, which is theft, yeah, is in
Yeah.
the same boat as a man who's married and gone to his neighbour's house and slept with his woman and an adultery thing. They're still not the same. There's still different things.
They're all seen the same in the eyes of the person who set the laws. So when you're saying they're not the same, I guess it's because you're deciding, I'm not going to listen to how you deem this. I'm going to run it by my metrics.
No, because
I
obviously
listen.
I've lived long enough to understand that's not what he meant.
What?
Like that's the way it's said and the way it's interpreted. And now I've lived and I've walked through these shoes. I
This is how
know
it-
that
God-
there's
this is
no
what
way,
God meant, yeah.
there's no way he sees, yeah, them man that's killing them babies in genocide, yeah, the same as the man that's duping someone out of their shekels.
Yeah?
Yeah, you can't. It's not possible.
So who was the one who sold Jesus out?
Judas.
And he basically just like condemned the whole flipping people, right? Off the back of that.
Yeah. He sold him out. He he
So-
betrayed him.
It's just,
He forsaken him
it's
3
just,
times.
just an exchange, just a transaction, right?
Mm.
Because it was Jesus, do you rate that more wicked as a person who did it to sell Esther out?
What is Judas? Is Judas? Is it? Are you saying is he worse because he done it to Jesus?
Yes.
No, because snakes are snakes.
So
That's
it's
where
the
the name
same.
come from. We call man Judas.
So there's no there's no
So
level.
you know what I'm trying to say? We call man Judas
Obviously,
now.
it was the blueprint. Yeah, there's no
It's the
level.
blueprint. It's the father.
There are no differing levels within that particular sin set. Is that what you're saying? There's no greater.
No, see, not even if someone snakes you, there's levels to everything.
100%. This is why God said, "Nah, this is going to take too long." Because there's always relative.
So you're saying, okay,
Let
fuck
me
that.
say no.
Whitewash with blanket.
100%.
Yeah.
So that nobody could be looking at other people and then saying, well,
At least I'm
look
not
at
that
what
guy.
you're doing.
No.
But look at what you're doing. Yeah, but it's not the same. Nah, God's saying, sorry. Either all in or shut your mouth. All in or shut your mouth. I think that's a great covering.
That don't work.
It
My
does.
mum used to do that. If one of these not getting in trouble, I'm beating everybody in the yard. All the picnic then.
Okay, first of all, that's not the same thing.
That's the said thing. Someone come down, something smashed in the thing. My little brother done it. You're both getting beaten. What are you talking about? I
Is it
didn't do
because
that.
your brother wouldn't snitch?
No, sometimes I will. I'm trying to snitch. I'm saying like, right, that wasn't me. That was him. That was him. It's got nothing to do with me.
So
No,
she gave you licks because you watched him do it?
I don't know. But we would both get licks for it. That's how she tried to.
Because you were involved in it.
I wasn't involved. No.
But she didn't know who was involved.
Yes, that's actually trying to police the yard. Maybe she's trying to make us police each other. Don't do nothing because if something happens, you are both getting in trouble.
Yeah, I mean, that usually is the general idea.
It's a difficult life.
That didn't happen in my house.
So,
but-
so,
I was
yeah.
upset.
So now you'll be more careful with making sure your brother doesn't act a fool.
Maybe,
Because
yeah.
that way you get in trouble for it.
Yeah.
You were your brother's keeper type thing.
Yeah, I
But
guess
you were
so.
the younger one, right?
No, hold on.
All right. Then you should have gotten twice.
Oh yeah, you're definitely getting licked. What? I think you're the younger one. Yeah, you're definitely getting licked.
doing that. He's probably cuffing you and your
Exactly.
Gosh.
This is your
Can
blueprint.
you imagine? Can you imagine? I remember there was a time when it was just assumed that I did something because I had prior.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, Brent.
Yeah.
That's
and,
the worst. That's the
and-
worst sibling to be, you know.
And I'm starting to think.
Because you're actually innocent this time, but
no,
no one's
man.
trying to believe you.
They're judging you for it. Yeah, man, it's not nice. I've been there. It took like you are looking at me like I'm
But
just because I've got
yeah.
previous, just because I've done this 16 times before.
you think the 17th time is me?
You think this is me?
Yeah, how dare they?
How dare you?
It's mad because that one time you actually didn't do it.
And that's the one that
But no one's
hurts.
trying to believe. Yeah, that's the one that hurts. Yeah. Bill's character though. Look at you guys today.
Anyway, young man, I do believe that we're conditioned to rate certain actions
Worse than
above-
others.
above others, and I guess.
I mean, I will say though, just because I'm fornicating, obviously I'm not. I'm just me. I will say, I mean, at the pearly gates, you can't tell me that a paedophile is the same as me who's fornicating.
But who's the you can't tell you?
You look at the authority, sir. Will you tell me I can't get it?
Who's the you
Is
speak
your
of?
house?
No, you gotta tell the receptionist. What? I'll get slapped out there so quick,
You're
yeah?
using outside voices in
Listen. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean that.
and lower your tone.
Forgot I was
Reduce the
dead.
bass in your voice.
Ay.
Sorry.
What a mess. What was the headlines, wasn't it?
Yeah.
All right, so our next headline is a serious one. Trigger warning here, people. And the head of Epsom College has been found dead, along with her husband and 7-year-old daughter in a property on school grounds. Emma Patterson, 45, and her husband George, 39, and their daughter Letty, who was 7, were found dead at 1:10 on Sunday morning. Surrey police said that they were called to the property by Southeast Coast Ambulance Service. Police said that they were confident it was an isolated incident with no third-party involvement. An investigation is being carried out to establish the circumstances of their death. Detective Chief Inspector Kimball Ade said, on behalf of Surrey Police, my team and I first want to express my sincerest condolences to the friends and family of Emma, Letty and George, as well as to the students and staff of Epsom College for their tragic loss. I want to give my assurance that we will conduct a thorough investigation into what took place last night and hope to be able to bring some peace to these traumatic circumstances. I would ask that their privacy is respected at this very difficult time. Miss Patterson became Epsom's first female head in September 2022 after 6 years as head teacher of Croydon High School in South London. Boarding students at the college pay more than 42 grand a year.
Maybe it was a gas leak.
That's what I was thinking, like some carbon monoxide thing.
Yeah, that's horrible.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Them things there, man. Loads of people overlook it, you know. You have to check it.
May, you have to.
Yeah. And last headline is free HIV tests that can be done at home are being offered this week to people in England. It's part of a government drive to improve diagnosis, which dropped off during the COVID pandemic.
I think you've always been able to do them at home anyway.
Oh, is it? I don't know. The kit is small enough to... No, I think you can do regular ones. I don't think you can do HIV.
Well, at home.
Yeah. Okay.
I thought there's home kits for STIs.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I don't
you-
think... Not for
you
HIV.
can.
Oh yeah,
though.
HIV you had to...
For HIV?
Yes.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Or maybe HIV is the one you had to go in for something.
No, you could do the blood test. For the,
Yeah,
can do
you just
the home
prick
test.
yourself.
You you just prick yourself.
Do you have to send it off?
Send it in, right?
Yeah,
you
you
have to
send it in,
send
yeah.
it
Oh,
in.
okay.
Oh, what are you saying? That you're saying that they've gave you the capabilities to get
Yeah,
the results yourself
Yeah,
at home?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
They're really trying to work. Kim Kardashian was right. People are not trying to do their jobs anymore. But sorry.
Yeah, man. The kit is small enough to fit through the letterbox and arrives in plain packaging through the post. It gives a result within 15 minutes by testing a drop of blood from a finger prick. A reactive result means HIV is possible and a clinic check is needed. Support and help is available to arrange this. If the result is negative, it means the test did not detect HIV. If you think you're at risk of HIV, however, you should test every 3 months because it can take a while for the virus to show in the blood. Apparently, about 4,400 people in England are living with undiagnosed HIV, which comes with serious health risks. Yeah, HIV medication could keep the virus at undetectable levels, meaning you cannot pass HIV on and your health is protected. Obviously, we
good
get to
though,
it early.
Oh, that's just people that's undiagnosed, isn't it? There's more people with HIV.
Yeah.
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 Now get your test done,
4,000
guys.
people out of 70-something million. It's good going.
That's what I was thinking when I first said that as well. Yeah.
Relatively safe.
But it's not. Yeah, anyway.
It's not that-
No, I was going to. It's obviously
a
more
relative-
prevalent in other circles and stuff, innit? That's
Not necessarily.
No, that's what's in the articles.
Oh, is it? Oh,
yeah.
okay.
But yeah. Anyway.
But yeah, man. Everyone get your test done, man. Get STI checks. Do all of them checks. Do them frequently. You never know. Let's get into word on road.
You didn't have to leave your house.
Yeah, exactly. You don't have to leave your house. Exactly. They made it convenient for you, boy. Man, do what you need to do. Word on road, Brent. Please. Okay, people. So over the weekend, sadly, well, it's not sad, but good news. The Rock's mum, basically the Rock shared that his mum got into a car accident, but she's good. So on Instagram, he said, "Thank you, God, she's okay. Angels of mercy watch over my mum as she was in a car crash last night. She will survive and continue to get evaluated. This woman has survived lung cancer, tough marriage, head-on collision with a drunk driver, and attempted suicide. She's a survivor in ways that make angels and miracles real." Then he thanks the police departments for being so caring and focused. Thanks for staying on the phone and talking me through it all. I got one parent left, so if you still got your mum and dad, make sure you hug them hard, because you never know when you get that 3 a.m. call we never ever want to get. So I'm glad that she's doing well. He was at the Grammys over the weekend, but I'll get into that.
I always find it interesting what people decide they need to share.
I was
with
thinking
world,
the same thing.
Why? I think you ever shared in that.
Like I don't know her.
Yeah, but I feel like reading that just has people understand that you should value life. Because we only ever it's whenever someone dies here, people are like, oh my gosh, life is so, it sobers people for a second. But people forget how quickly life can literally in a blink of an eye.
True.
So that's why I even reported it. Because I think sometimes people just need to not take life for granted. We take it for granted way too much. Sometimes you just need that kind of recap. And I think it's also good as well because obviously The Rock, people might see him and think, oh, he's got a perfect life and this is this, but saying everything his mum has been through, like her son is the rock, and obviously I don't know when the suicide attempt was or whatever, but I don't know, I just think it's just human level. Yeah.
I get it.
Someone else who's going through it is Vanessa Feltz.
I'm telling you nothing about my
Ben, we don't even know your last name.
good.
Vanessa Feltz. She also shared something online. I don't think this. Anyway, we'll see what you guys think. If you think this is oversharing too, people do overshare. Sometimes people do overshare though, and I'm like, keep that to yourself. But yeah, so basically, she spoke. She told her supporters and fans on Instagram that she and her partner, fiancé, but they've been together for 16 years. Ben Ofoedu, he looks Nigerian. But he basically said they're breaking up due to his cheating ways. Apparently, this is just what he just goes on a tour cheating. It's like multiple women and all sorts. But yeah, so obviously, you guys know me. I hate relationships breaking up. I hate family breaking up and stuff like that. But she basically came out and she said, she's like, I haven't been on Instagram for 3 weeks. And that's because my relationship with Ben is over after 16 years. And I honestly didn't know what to say to you on Instagram. We live in a very funny world. Wish the camera was an E-man, but it's fine. She said, now it's clear that it's over. You know them ones. You gotta wait. Just listen. When you break up, there's a cooling period. You may get back together. Like, you don't tell your friends too much because you get back together, now they're judging you. I like this, Vanessa. She waited 3 weeks. She said, yep.
Is that long
it's
enough?
confirmed. Huh?
Is that long enough?
3 weeks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at Brady's wife.
I didn't even
How long's that
in
been?
2 hours.
How long's Brady's wife left Brady?
Oh, that was like last year though.
She's gonna go back,
No, she's not.
Remember, like I said, please update us when she
I told you, absolutely, it's my job to do that.
Come back.
I don't think she will.
All right.
She said, all the best. Nah, man, you can't go back with my all the best.
All right.
But so she said, it's clear that it's over, and I really do feel that once the trust in a relationship is gone, then you really can't get it back. That's a word. And that's what I would tell anyone else to do. I rate it. I can't lie to you. She said, I just wanted to say that obviously I feel incredibly sad and I am pretty disappointed and shocked and all those horrible things, but also full of resolve. I'm not going to let this defeat me. I'm so glad to be living longer than my mum did. She died at 57. And for the Lord's Prayer, I'm going to be 61 next month. This is a glass half full type of babe. I love this. So she said, I'm very, very grateful to be alive and I want to carry on feeling that way and I want to celebrate and find fun and laughter anywhere I can. She said, I know it's not going to be easy, but I'm absolutely determined to do it. And so big up Vanessa Feltz, and I hope that this is a good journey for her and the next man she's with is even harder than the last.
Hopefully they can work at it and they can figure out their issues and stuff.
Yeah, once he gets into therapy for his cheating ways. Because cheating, you get your teeth like that. Because, cheating is, if it's in you.
Do you know what I saw though?
Yikes.
Correct me if I'm wrong, yeah, but I'm pretty sure I read something about how he had multiple different accounts and something like that.
Like, yeah, multiple women, multiple situations.
Is it? No, was it? I thought he had multiple different like Insta and Twitter accounts.
Yeah, that's how some of the guys are doing it these days.
Yeah, but how does that work though? Because you can't meet them, surely.
No, sometimes there are some people you just talk. It's different things. You can meet them though. You don't meet all of them at the same time.
No, yeah, but I mean like, they know who you are. You know, like you know what I'm saying. Like, why have you got like 16 different accounts?
No, but it depends if he had the accounts. I don't think he would have had it with his name.
That's what I'm saying. So who are you go? Like they know who you are. It's like Vanessa Feltz having 15 accounts.
No, but you know what is that? They would just be like, he would just say, "Oh no, do you know what? I always get like bots or this whatever." Listen, men are so creative with a lie.
No, but I'm basically trying to figure out how it materializes into anything.
It does.
But how? Because like it's a fake account.
Because you talk to them. You might talk to them, and you're having real conversations. It's a fake account, but it's real conversation. And all he will say is that, this is my burner. A lot of celebrities have burner accounts.
Yeah, but she's saying he's cheating.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming he's now left the platform and gone.
Yeah, but even if I catch you cheating on the platform, that's still cheating.
Yeah, but we're not talking about that one. That's another
That's
day.
another technicality.
I'm basically just saying when he goes and does his philandering,
Yeah.
Like,
The girls will know who he is because he would have they would know. It's just fake accounts, but it's still him.
okay.
Does that make sense? Do you
Yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah, I get you. Okay.
So he's not presenting as he's not. The fake account is not him as Marks or someone else.
Yeah.
The fake account is as him.
okay.
He just doesn't want. Obviously, his wife or his girl would have known his account.
Yeah.
So that way you don't have she can't keep an eye on your account.
But is he not known as well? He's kind of famous, right?
Yeah, I don't know him, but
That's what I'm saying.
apparently he is.
Do you get where I'm coming from though?
Of course I do, but that ain't never stopped me before.
It just doesn't make sense to me. Because I would feel like the women who are chatting to those other accounts would
Yeah.
feel like they've been catfished.
No,
Because you
because
would see his official account somewhere.
yeah, but then but a lot of public figures have private accounts.
Oh,
Even people that are never in that public, you have a more quieter account because basically his normal account will be like public, and he'll just be like, yeah, this is my private account. A lot of people have private accounts.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm sure he provides proof as well, right?
yeah. Because when I meet you anyway, I'll know it's you.
Yeah.
But yeah, man,
Okay.
big up Vanessa, man. I love it when if a woman feels like that's what she needs to do to move on. I'm always here for it. So all the best still parties involved with that. And then also over the weekend, the UK was doing what the UK does, and basically they were dragging. I wouldn't say, was it a drag? It was a drag. It was drag enough. But basically, IVD, so Ava and Digga D, were filming a video for their song Grey Tracky, I believe it's called. And basically people were like, oh, this is mimicking like Ice Spice and mimicking this and just kind of that whole American comparison thing as well. And just being very bad vibes and all stupid about it, in my opinion. So that's what was happening with all of that stuff. And then people kept saying stuff like, oh, she's a pastor's daughter. Okay. She didn't say she's the one leading the church. Not gonna do anything. Like, oh, she's a pastor's daughter, blah, blah, blah. Just shut up, man. Shut up. But anyway, yeah, so that happened over the weekend. But I hope it didn't get to her. I hope she doesn't care about stuff like that anyway. People can be quite mean. And then it kind of had that whole conversation about, is the UK bad vibes? Because you guys are sitting here and you're dancing along to Glorilla, and you're dancing along to Ice Spice and Lato and stuff. But then when it's someone in the UK doing it, you're cussing them and saying all these things. But I guess some people were saying how they just think that the song is a good song and it deserves like a better video, not really a street video. But are you paying for the video? I don't know. You're annoying. But in more important news, that was of course no shade, but Viola Davis, who's like my mum in my head, I just absolutely adore that woman. She officially has got her EGOT, which is the Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and Tony.
Dope.
And she got her Grammy last night for her book, the audio version of it, which is absolutely amazing. I haven't read it just because sometimes I have to be in a certain space, but I think I'm going to read it on later in this year. I'm going to take a solo trip and read books. So that'll be one of the ones I'm reading. But big up Viola Davis. She's absolutely, absolutely amazing. And she's also one of the stories I kind of reference when people feel like they run out of time with doing stuff and your success has to come right now and stuff. And because she's been at it for years, working and working and working hard. And now she's in that place. When it's your time. And don't compare your journey to anyone else's. But yeah, man, big up her. She looks amazing as well, of course. But yeah, still on the Grammys. The Grammys was obviously last night. The Beehive are upset because Harry Styles won Album of the Year and Beyonce didn't. So they're in shock.
But was it better though?
I don't know.
There's not many people.
Anybody listen to Harry Styles?
This is very true. But like many people criticize Beyonce's album.
They did, but that album was for like the gays and girls. And it's a high population. I feel like for the most part, to be fair, I don't know. I think for the most part, people really loved. What am I laughing at?
You.
Oh. For the most part, people love the album. But I just think if Beyonce's in a lineup and Beyonce doesn't win, people get upset. So, but apparently though, she repeatedly gets snubbed. And apparently it's been 24 years. I don't know if this is factual, but someone said it's been 24 years since a black woman actually won Album of the Year. I don't know how long Grammys like 26 or something, isn't it? Yeah, so apparently it's been that long. Adele was obviously also in the lineup for it. And people were basically criticizing. So let me tell you who it was. So ABBA was in there, Adele was in there, Bad Bunny. Pick up the Latinos. That's sick for Bad Bunny. Did he throw someone's phone? Okay. Beyonce and Mary J. Blige was in there as well. Brandy Carlile, Coldplay, Kendrick Lamar, and Lizzo as well, which is amazing. Yeah, so the Beehive are just upset that Beyonce didn't win it, and apparently she always gets snubbed all the time for like all the albums basically. So they're upset by it, but it is what it is. And then Harry then went on stage and said that, you know, things like this don't happen to people like him. And people were like, you're a white man, what do you mean? But I don't know, obviously, never mind, I'm not going down that road today. So yeah, it was really good.
But you know, like, I don't want to defend the Grammys at all, right?
Yeah.
But I feel like when black people have won the Grammys, right, for album of the year or whatever,
Yeah.
again, I could be wrong with my history of this, right?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like those albums have been significant albums. Like Miseducation, Lauryn Hill, I'm pretty sure that won a Grammy. Alicia Keys' first album won a Grammy, I believe.
Yeah, I'll be honest, Renaissance was not the album to win that.
So what are we talking about? You know
I think if anything, Lemonade should have won that.
there you go.
Lemonade was flipping iconic. That was an iconic album. Or maybe even Beyonce, the album, because that was the first time she ever dropped something with no notice. That was the first time she ever did, and I actually remember, like, I remember that moment. It was like, okay, this is mad. And I think for me, that was the first time everyone saw Beyonce as like just this different woman that's evolved, and she's no longer cutesy, and do you get what I mean? But I don't think Renaissance was the album for that. But she won an award anyway for it.
There you go. Well, I think maybe they're seeing it like she should have got it. Like, you know how Denzel got Training Day?
Okay, yeah.
Like, he should have got other ones before Training Day, really. But since they didn't give it to him, I might as well give him Training Day.
Nah, man, she can do better than that. She can work for another album, hopefully. And then, of course, Takeoff did a tribute with Maverick City Music. Big up Chandler Moore and them. And they did a tribute for Takeoff where he sang, you know, the song that he put out recently. I'm speaking like this because I can't remember what the song is called. But it looked really lovely and very emotional. So that was good. And then DJ Khaled and them as well. DJ Khaled, Jay-Z, John Legend performed God Did as well. Lil Wayne, Rick Ross were on there as well. And then there was a hip-hop tribute, basically. And you had everybody there. Hold on, where's my list? Oh, we go. You had Queen Latifah. She's so stunning. What a babe. Anyway, had Queen Latifah there. Had DJ Jazzy Jeff. Had Missy Elliott. Missy Elliott looks amazing. Had Future, Glorilla, Nelly, Ice-T, Lil Baby. What's that? Fireman L, Cool J, Salt and Pepper. What's the other one from Power? Method Man, sorry, that's it. Had Salt and Pepper on as well. Swizz, it had basically a whole bunch of hip-hop heads, basically. And that looked really, really, really cool too. I miss the days where I actually cared about awards and actually watched them. Now I just not really here for it.
But you feel like, because back in the day, I'm pretty sure some of the awards were on TV a lot more, innit?
Yeah, but is this on TV? It should be on TV.
I don't know, you know. What channel would it be?
I don't even know. But do you know what I mean? I feel like there was a time where award shows were just so exciting. Like the VMAs, that I wanted to tune into all of them, but now it's just like, yeah, man, it's crazy. But yeah, man, and then Kendrick also won an award, and it looked good. It looked fun. People looked great. Lizzo won an award as well, and she thanked Beyonce for inspiring her, because she said when she was in, like 5th grade or something like that, when she was younger, she actually skipped school to go to a show to see Beyonce. And so she was like, it's amazing that now, you know, she gets to, you know, be appreciated by her. And obviously the Rock Nation brunch happened over the weekend as well. So good fun, all good vibes. And that is all from me today.
Did y'all see the Step 'em Up saga over the weekend?
The what?
The girl that was stabbing her friend.
Oh, yeah, man.
I'm so glad that animal has been restrained.
How come people be like recording stuff on Snapchat and sharing it like that? Like, how?
Because people are mad, Brent. I don't listen, the social media, yeah, is actually a drug. Because how can you have, sorry, trigger warning, how can you be beating up somebody, stabbing them, like actually stabbing them, they're bleeding, and you're pouring boiling hot water from a kettle on her, and you're recording it. And she even does like a little like, oh guys, and I'm like,
is it that she didn't know that she could actually be arrested?
Well, he's not stupid. So these are watch crazy people and not know that they're crazy when you're watching them.
I don't think people know that.
That's what you tell me.
I don't think she knows that she was crazy.
That's what. Huh?
I don't think she's aware that she's crazy.
I'm talking about whether you're aware.
Oh, I know she's crazy. I
So
smell
why are you
crazy
so
from
shocked
far.
then by her behaviour? When you're watching madness display itself, what are you so? What is it because you actually watched it? You understand this stuff happens all the time. You think that's a normal person behaving like that?
But I think, do you know what it is? For me, sometimes I actually can't believe that. Are you for real?
That's
So when you say normal, what do you mean?
there's trouble in there. She's a mad woman. She's got MH. There's some mad. There's a psychopath.
Hers is undiagnosed.
That person's unhinged.
As in, like, no, as in, we haven't discovered the type that she's got.
I'm just saying that's not a normal functioning civilian. That's not someone that's snapped.
You don't think it's gang culture?
No, what culture is
all.
that? Why? What
Maxie, what culture is that?
what are you talking about?
I think that she might be part of a gang.
She could be part of
And that's the
anything she
behavior
wants.
that they basically present in the gang.
Do you think so?
And why do you think that?
Maybe.
Leave him. Leave
And
him.
they
No,
put
leave
a
him because
Snapchat.
he don't think things. Why do you think that?
You don't think things.
I'm challenging the whole mental health issue, right? Because that can be displayed in any angry gang youth. That same behavior.
Yeah, but I'm saying the acts of violence.
So if you're saying that's mental health problems,
but people,
then every single gang member who presents violently like that is the same.
no, because everything that she's done, yeah, in isolated incidents, yeah, are not new. You know what I'm trying to say?
100%.
Whether it be her trying to stab someone, whether it be her hot watering someone, whether it be her heating
I'm
someone,
speaking
all them.
on
The
filming
fact
it, by
that
the way.
this is what I'm saying.
I'm
The fact
speaking on filming it.
that's why it's not normal.
She stabbed that girl's dead mum's
I have
picture,
seen
you know.
videos of youths filming
She broke it.
them stabbing other youths.
Yeah, but that's a different.
Yes, they're
that's,
ballied up because obviously she
again, that's different, yeah. These kids, yeah, this day and age, yeah, people want to film everything, innit, yeah? So these kids that get caught up in clout and stuff, yeah, when they're doing things and they're running around and trying to make names for themselves, a lot of the problem nowadays is if people don't know that you've done it, yeah, how do you get the clout? So if a youth's running around trying to make a name for himself, yeah, if no one don't know what he's on, yeah, how's he gonna make the name? You know what I'm trying to say? So with everything being on cameras, right, yeah, these kids are lost in it. So when they're doing things and they're filming it, yeah, they still could speak to MH again because you still have to be mad, yeah, but it's a different type of mad. Like you are lost in it. They're lost. They're clout chasing. They're doing stupidness for gas and all that. Yeah, what she done is different. She's filming. That's banked up. She's filming herself doing everything that she's not supposed to be doing for whatever reasons. But she set the camera up and poured hot water off the kettle over the gal. If she don't know that she's in trouble, yeah, then you have to understand this is a mad person. I don't know this girl's background. I've never seen her a day in my life. I just watched that video and said, okay, that's a madness.
I don't know how Snapchat works, innit? I don't
know how it
venture
works.
over there. But can you send that via like a private message or something?
You can.
Yeah.
Is that what you think happened?
No,
and
she
then
posted.
somebody
That was
leaked it?
definitely on her
No.
story.
That was
She-
on the feed.
That was on her story.
She
Yeah.
looked like she was.
We can make the story private though.
You can, but that one was like
That was a
public-
presentation. She was doing a presentation.
Yeah. She
To
was-
private.
Because she was like,
followers,
you lot,
right?
Oh.
Circle.
Oh,
It's horrible. That poor girl, man.
the animal, man.
didn't. No, I wouldn't.
Which one though? Because apparently
The
the
one
one that
that's
got
the-
stabbed up was moving Reki.
No, because she stepped with a
Did I use
guy.
that right?
You know what I'm saying?
Did I use that right, Reki? I like that.
You're so annoying.
It's
No,
ridiculous.
because it's
though,
like,
man.
because you're sleeping people's man. Sorry. And then what pissed me off is that the girl tried to, the stabber, tried to come out and talk about, to justify her reasons, her actions. She's like, I'm someone who like, loyalty is important to me. And I'm about my man. I said, the man's not about you. Like, oh, gosh, this society's filled with women, man.
It's disgusting, man.
It's actually, like, it's mad. Over a guy. I don't care if she slept with I don't care if she slept with your dad and your dad's uncles and everybody. I don't care. You don't do that. It's mad. If she never comes out. She's dangerous for society.
100%.
She's actually dangerous for
So
society.
many-
Like, how do you stab someone, a picture of her dead mum? Oh, she should have been rushed. She should have been caught and rushed.
She's one of the people they should put in the army.
That's what I'm saying.
At least
You want to
there'll
give
be
that
some-
person weapons?
Yeah,
For
just
the ops.
turn them that way. You know what I'm saying? Just turn
Yeah,
them face that
literally.
way.
Make it. But apparently someone said she was fighting in the snow. And then the person says, it might be crazier that she's fighting in the snow than actually recording herself stabbing someone. She's not well. She's actually, I don't know, she's not well. And she's a young girl as well. Like, how can you be unwell at that age like that? What is to come if you're 30?
And you people in the chat, yeah, and in the live will act as though I was crazy for saying people should have weighted voting systems. Like this person.
She's never gonna be voting, bro.
She wouldn't be
never.
allowed. She wouldn't be allowed to vote
She can't be allowed.
in your
Never.
system.
She can't even. She shouldn't be allowed to even decide what she wants to eat for lunch.
At all.
She is.
Yeah, see,
She's
Kevin's
insane.
always going too far, man. Man said, fight for your man, yes.
Nah, man. Don't never fight for a man.
Always.
You can't fight for someone who doesn't want to be kept. Like, honestly,
It's ridiculous, man.
you're losing. You're basically fighting the air.
Honestly,
How
I
crazy
just
you
keep, I don't want to say it, but I just keep thinking if she has kids. That's what I keep thinking, you know.
I mean,
No,
it's
hopefully,
okay.
well, I don't think she does anyway.
No, I
She's
mean
like a
in the
student.
future.
Nah, that's if she sees the future.
Boy,
Because she's a harm to herself.
I don't care about that part. I don't care about the society, community. Helping.
Well, that's the thing that I feel like there needs to be screening for people to have kids anyway. But people are not trying to have that conversation because a lot of people, even people that are in suits and think they're dressed well, just because they're not stabbing people and pouring hot water on people, some of you are not certified. But let's get into people's. Oh, you right? Let's get into people's journal.
Let's do it. All right, so welcome to the People's Journal. I'll give you the news from an economics point of view. First thing I want to talk about here is NHS strikes, man. So basically today, the nurses and the ambulance staff are going to be striking in parts of England, and this is going to be the biggest round of NHS walkouts, right? So once again, it's starting today. The RCN, which is the Royal College of Nursing, the members, right, basically in a third of England's NHS trusts are going to be going on strike, right? So the actions planned for Wales was suspended because they got a new pay offer. You know what I'm saying? So they're like, okay, cool, let's negotiate, let's sit down at the table. So at least that's kind of sorted. Well, not sorted, but obviously they put the strikes on hold anyway. But yeah, long story short, in England, this is the biggest walkout, man. And yeah, it's just not looking too great. But there was another article that I saw, yeah, and basically the nursing union chiefs apparently are saying they kind of hinted that they may be willing to accept half of their previous pay demands, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So like I was saying, it's the biggest round of strikes. More than 40,000 nurses and ambulance staff are going to be striking today. But they're basically saying, obviously, they can see the ramifications of all these strikes and what's going to happen, what's going to be happening. And typically, you would like to think that people who get into the NHS, who are nurses, who obviously give an invaluable service to the people, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, don't want to be going on strike. You know what I'm saying? Because they see it more than anybody else on a day-to-day, the impact of their work and their contribution, right? So anyway, the union chiefs basically said, look, they've hinted at it anyway. They've not put all their cards on the table, but basically, if a good offer has been presented, and I guess that there isn't too many changes to their terms and conditions and things of that nature, they're willing to actually sit down and present that offer to its members. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully, the government can actually do something responsible and hopefully bring an end to all of this. This is the next one as well. Yeah, that is a bit weird to me. Yeah, I probably need you guys to help me out with this one because basically there's this new idea about how the government are looking to scrap return tickets.
Return tickets to where?
Yeah, so that train tickets, right? Return tickets, right?
Okay.
Yeah, so basically what they're saying is they're going to be scrapping it.
Oh, wait, you have to buy one way then?
Yeah, so two. You have to buy two singles.
That's
now.
expensive.
See, this is the thing. This is why I'm like I've read two different articles, and I'm trying to think to myself, why is this news? What's going on?
Because it's
there?
expensive. Because basically, say for example, I'm going somewhere. Ticket costs £40.
Yeah.
If I have to do £40 there, £40 back, it's £80.
Yeah.
But if I do a return,
Sometimes
it
you
could
get
be like
60 or
65.
something. Yeah, exactly. But the reason why I say it sounds crazy is because they're saying that they're going to do it in such a way where it's the same price as the return anyway. Do you get where I'm coming from? So
this country is bored,
so
man.
that's why I'm thinking to myself, why are you telling me this information then? You know what I'm saying?
what's the
Unless you're
point?
telling me this to blatantly lie to us. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people have come out and basically said, no, you guys are obviously lying.
Oh, do you know what it
At the
is?
moment, what is it?
Because you know what? You know, sometimes you have like those random discounts.
Okay.
Like maybe like a super save season and stuff like that. So when you do a one way, say all the one way is £40,
Yeah.
but then the return also is £40. But then if you go at a certain time, you're able to pick a £6
Yeah.
or like a £10. You get what I mean?
Okay.
But I think what they're gonna do if they're doing it where it's just one way tickets, I don't think that there will be those kind of discounts there anymore.
Okay.
They've got to be making money somehow.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
This is not out of the kindness of their heart.
Oh, definitely not. But I would just be thinking that you kind of just keep this under wraps, innit? So that we
Yeah,
don't
that's
riot
true,
and do
yeah.
something crazy, innit? But yeah, anyway, long story short, people, that's what the government is looking to do, man. Take away the return tickets and replace it with single leg pricing. So you're going to have to buy 2 singles.
They're always worrying about the wrong things.
But yeah. And another thing that I wanted to mention, yeah, is obviously, you know that there's always going to be these polls and mock elections in the minds of certain organizations and things of that nature, right? But it's come out, yeah, from one of these, I want to get the actual source. I'll come back for the source. But basically what they're trying to say is that more than 6 in 10 voters actually won a general election this year.
More than 6 in 10.
Yeah. So let's just say 60% of people won a general election this year, and more than half want one within 6 weeks.
All right, relax. You can be this.
And the Tories right now are lagging far behind Labour in the polls. This is what it's looking like, man. So
When's the actual next one? Next year, isn't it?
I think 24, but they can.
We're in 23. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was still in 22.
I know.
But yeah, man. Obviously, it just doesn't look
looking good,
great
bruv.
for Richie, man. He hasn't had much time to do anything. You know what I'm saying?
I'll be honest with you. In my mind, after Liz, I even forget he's the Prime Minister. Even though we say his name every day on here, I actually forget he's there. He didn't do much.
It's a shame, man. And the last thing I wanted to mention is basically there's a link there, but I feel like the link will kind of get a bit boring. But the gist of it is basically Idris. There's a clip of Idris Elba talking to the Ghanaian president, and basically talking about him wanting his plans to build a film studio in Ghana.
Pick up Idris.
Yeah, man. So he was talking to him basically. It was like he's basically pitching the idea to him, right? In the wherever they are, man. And basically talking about how obviously the impact of Hollywood, Nollywood, all these other industries where people are investing in certain places.
What's the Ghanaian version? Gollywood.
I've heard that before, but when I hear something like that, I don't take
slap.
it serious. Yeah.
Sounds like a mess, like a
Why does
untasty dessert.
Why did Nollywood even have to be Nollywood though?
It's Nigerians. You know your people.
And Bollywood though. Is there something about Hollywood that needed to be copied? by
Yeah,
everybody?
because the white man created it.
This is
And they're the blueprint, apparently.
terrible. Anyway.
But are you typing in Gollywood?
No, I'm typing in Ghanaian version of Nollywood.
And where is it?
A high film.
High film.
Well, like High Life. You're very creative, you people, aren't you? You man. Yeah, of course you did.
But yeah, man. So yeah, he's basically talking about all these. Basically just trying to say that Ghana is fertile.
It is.
You know
I
what
told
I'm
you guys, Girls Trip is there next year.
Oh yeah.
when they're filming it, yeah. That's really good though.
Yeah, man. So hopefully, man, they can do something, man. Because obviously, he was again in the pitch. He's just talking about how Africa is really just it's coming up, man. It's coming up,
is.
and this is the perfect time for us to really focus on bringing our resources back home
Yeah.
and doing something here. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, have you been seeing like the films on Netflix?
Very good
Loads
quality.
of them, you know.
Very
Good quality.
Good quality.
I've always said this, yeah. People might think I'm mad, right? That I think once Nollywood, they have the technology,
Yeah.
they will make the best films in the world. That's what
But you know what's mad though? The thing is that the ones they're making though have the investments of the West. It's not
Yeah.
solely us. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
Because
yeah,
they're still making them
yeah.
Oh,
What happened?
Gallywood.
galley.
Yeah. It's the informal name of the film industry of Ghana.
Gallywood. Spell that,
Gallywood.
please.
Ghally Wood.
Say wood like that.
I never knew it existed, to be honest. And why did you go with that first?
Yeah, like
Yeah, I'm not happy about that, man.
Hollywood is a
yeah.
blueprint, isn't it? It's the American dreams where people think they can make it, and
Yeah. Yeah, man.
I don't know what the biggest scam is since white people really said they're leading the nation. You know how mad it is? That I want to know when I get to heaven. How this all started.
What? As
Like
in-
how the whole like white revolution of like we're the best.
Oh, boy.
That I really would like to know.
Not sure you find the answers in heaven. Cause
No, God knows everything.
This is true. This is true.
Yeah.
But yeah, man.
Crazy.
That's pretty much it for the People's Journal.
Thank you very much. Let's go into a nice and short asking for a friend. Hey girls, well, hey girl and lads. Is it weird that my best friend is always flirting with my man's identical twin? No, it's not. Because that is not your man. It's not your man. It's his twin. And even though he's identical, it's not your man. So this is giving me a main character
100%.
energy.
100%.
So this is why I said it's going to be nice and short and sweet. I have one answer for you. No, it's not weird.
Marks will say
Because it's not your man.
Would it raise any eyebrows at all? Like any?
No, because the girl just likes what she likes, innit?
Your man, yeah.
No, she don't like my man. This is not my man. That one is not my man.
They're identical though.
Yeah, we won't say they're identical, but sometimes you can always tell. There's always a difference.
Even if they were identical, it's not him.
That's so interesting. Your
Yeah,
best
but
friend.
also I think also though, it depends how she met him though. Then I feel like if it is a case where they're completely identical and I was to play into this, it depends how they met and stuff like that. Like if you only wanted him now because I was with this guy, okay, it's a bit Chelsea, come on now. Do you know what I mean? But if not, I don't know, man. Listen, all right, I don't know what you guys want from me. I can't lie to you. I just don't. Yeah, I don't think it's weird. I think if my man, an identical twin, as long as you're not being friendly with my man, I only care about me and my man and my household. That's it.
Crazy.
It is what it is.
Yeah, it's just.
Because you can flirt with a man, if you're not flirting with you back, all of this is void.
Best friend. She wants what
Would you
you.
be happy if your boyfriend was a twin?
Oh, yes, I want to have twins.
So,
I want to have twin girls, as in babies. So it's in the gene.
what?
He
I'm
meant that
seeing
differently.
he's a baby maker. If I dated a twin, the first thing I'm thinking of is yes, I might have them twin girls I've always wanted to have.
No, but would you be happy if your boyfriend was a twin?
It made no difference to me. I ain't dating both of them.
Yeah, but
Would
you are.
I will be happy because I
Would
can
you
possibly have twins.
Would you be attracted to
course
the
you would.
boyfriend?
To my what? To my boyfriend?
To the boyfriend, to the brother, to the twin?
No, because I'm not checking for him. I'm checking for my
They're
man.
identical though.
No. I only want my... Listen, you see me, I'm a Papa
You're
Lover
thinking
girl.
about it.
When I like what I like, there's no man on this earth that can move to me. Because my sights are set on just you.
Exactly, but he looks just like.
No,
what
but you're
you
not
like.
him. You look like him, but you're not him. Like, I only have eyes for my man.
And his brother.
No, just him.
They look the same.
It doesn't matter what... Okay, you're pissing me off. It doesn't matter what they look like. I only have eyes for the man who is my man.
I don't know whether that's true or not.
I'm telling you, it's true.
If someone's an identical twin, you think the twin's attractive.
100%.
Yeah, but you might be attractive because you're good looking, yeah.
So
but
obviously,
I'm not going to be
obviously
attracted to you.
It's your personality and stuff that you've connected with, and that's the bond that you've made. Yeah.
Yeah.
But they look like your person. Like you're attracted to them.
No, but like it's like when you have a type. Like when sometimes I have a type. And if I'm seeing someone, that person's obviously the only person I'm checking for. If I see a guy that's like my type as well, I can think they're attractive, yes, but I'm not attracted to them. Do you get what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like you can tell people they're attractive because they're good looking, yeah. But I'm not going to be attracted to you just because you and my man share genes or DNA or whatever it is that makes twins.
God forbid your one passes, right?
I might take the next one.
I'm saying.
It's available. I'm joking. No. Because obviously my man's like, that would be difficult.
Man said, I'm next up.
We'll pass. Listen, if he fancies me and we're like, let's keep it alive, keep the family name alive, I'll take one for the team. I'll take one for the team. But no, I think even though they're identical and stuff, you just know, man, they're just different.
If your best friend
Yeah.
wanted to date your boyfriend's twin brother, would you think that's weird?
No.
That was
That's the dilemma.
He was in the toilet.
Oh yeah.
No.
But
I heard it, but I'm saying she said flirting with it. No, but I'm saying forget
Okay,
the
so you
flirting.
wanted
I'm
to
saying like
actually
your
date.
girlfriend, your best friend, you open, not forget the flirting. She's saying, I want him, but he looks like your man.
No. Because you know what it is for me? No, I actually wouldn't.
Would you
Unless
get
it was a
angry
thing where
before you answer that, would you get angry?
yeah,
Yeah.
you're so excited. Go on.
Yeah. If your twin was a cheater and the one she's not gonna get is loyal,
He's wholesome.
100%.
So I picked the wrong one. You know I'm fuming. I'm writing into asking
Would
for
you
a
start?
friend.
Would you start hitting and slightly?
Yeah, because you got the good
Can
one.
you imagine?
But I'm not voice out or anything. I won't try and ruin your like wedding or anything like that. But I'll be like, oh damn, you got the good one. And I was here first. Yeah, I'm definitely fuming. I'm definitely irritated by that. But no, I wouldn't. The only way I would think it's weird is if you see the way the guys look is not her type. We've had conversations with you know your friends' types. He's never been your type. This kind of guy has never been your type. And then I'm now with him, and then you make, because that's the thing with girls, they do a lot. You're making sly comments about, you're making sly comments to let me know that I've got a good looking man. Do you get me? You're throwing things here and there, and then you're like, I'm gonna date his twin. Then I'll be like,
How do
okay.
you let your friend
it's
know
weird.
their man's good looking?
How do you let them know?
Yeah.
I don't think you ever let your friend know the man is good looking.
What
It's
if
not for you.
Huh?
You never do that.
So ain't it more red flags if you don't mention it, but it's painfully obvious?
No,
Ain't that more wary?
no.
You never mention how handsome my
No,
man
because
is.
I know he is. That's why I'm with him.
Huh?
I know he is. That's why I'm with him.
No, I'm saying your friend never mentions it.
Yeah, that's respectful. If you mention it, you have no respect.
Even just in passing.
Don't lust after my man.
Not lusting.
You're lusting. You're lusting. Don't.
So you think it's
Nah.
more? You think there's more red flags if they mention it rather than if they keep
Yeah.
it?
Yeah. Because
'Cause
like,
I'm saying, as a man, if I've got a new gal, and I'm saying this thing is brazy, and I've had her around E-Man for all 3 months, and he ain't mentioned it once. This is dodgy. I'm saying, after a while, I'm gonna tap. I'm gonna say, 1 second. So what? You ain't seen my thing now.
nah,
Do you know her from somewhere or something? You know got history or something? Because
nah,
how
but
you
that's
trying to ignore all this goodness?
no, but men, you guys do things differently. You guys do stuff for validation.
We're not haters.
You okay about that stuff?
We're not haters.
Well, if being a hater means I have manners, guess what? I have manners. I'm the biggest hater in the world. Nah, you can never talk about your man being my friend's. Nah, that's so rude. Don't tell my man is good looking. Are you a witch? Nah, that friend's got to go.
I swear.
You
Even
gotta
if you said
go.
it like, oh, Esther, you guys are my favorite couple.
I don't
you're
like the sound of that
beautiful.
voice. You gotta go.
Serious.
Oh, you gotta go. Even the way you said it, gotta go. Friendship done. You cannot tell me that my man is good looking. What? Nah, you gotta go.
This is crazy.
That's crazy, you know.
This is crazy.
Nah, you ain't keep that shit to yourself. You tell that to the Lord in prayer.
Man could think if man told me my girl's leg, I'll be like, I can't lie. I lie.
Nah,
Cold, I
man.
lie.
You cannot tell me
Craziness.
that.
You get what I'm trying to say?
100%.
Nah, man, you cannot tell me that my man is good looking. Okay, to what end? Because I'm looking at you now. Okay.
Just to like big you up and be like, look, you did well here, man. No?
Okay.
Okay.
Like, what do you, like, okay.
Congratulations, isn't it?
Nah, man, you got a nip in the bud. That's how today she's telling me this. And the next time she's telling me, oh, he's been in the gym. He's looking good. And then when she sees him now, she's trying to hug him extra tight. Everybody's done.
But you know what I always hear from women, yeah. They say you don't know women. When I
That's what
hear
I'm
that
saying.
though, when I hear that,
Yeah,
though,
what they're
it's just-
capable of.
I'm telling you.
That's why you cannot tell me that my man is good looking. Any girl that openly tells a friend that her man is good looking is plotting how she's gonna take that man.
Serious.
100%. But then again, I've heard of some plots where they've been plotting in secret and quiet. This is oh my gosh. This is why as well. When you see when you're going through stuff with your man, you should just keep it in house. Because some girls are making notes, and then what they do, they're making notes, and then they just go and take the man with all the notes you're giving them. So you're telling her, oh, he does this, and oh, this, whatever. You're literally going off, and she's listening.
That's one thing about the girls. The girls will go and find
the
out for
man.
themselves. If your review of this brother is too good.
Girls out here talking about, oh yeah, he's good in bed. Oh really? Oh,
Yeah.
let me find
No,
out.
I'm not saying that all your friends. I'm not saying if it's a one-on-one.
Of course not, yeah,
To say
but-
that, I don't know if it was like a
It's
brunch
always
or
a bad
lunch. If it was like
apple,
a
you
one,
never
if it was like a fight, a group of five. If it was a group of five and you relayed and that CB was too good, 1 out of the 5
It's gonna
is
be
gonna
curious
come and
to-
see
Yeah,
if your
Test
man's
it out.
really slanging, like you said.
That's crazy.
it's mad.
I need to hear it, to be
I
honest.
know someone who's stolen someone's husband
What?
and then they got married.
That's serious.
Complain about the husband. Okay, cool.
See? Why are you
And then-
complaining? You see?
Because he was being a fool. Complain about the husband.
That's the
Then next thing you know, she swoops in. Oh, it's fine. I can help him not be a fool. I mean, turn up to be a fool anyway. A fool's a fool, a fool. But
So
she swooped in.
are they still married today?
No, that's what I said. He's a fool. So that relationship ended
Serious?
anyway. That marriage ended as well.
man.
But it's mad. Don't compliment my man. Don't even act like you have eyes. I'm not for like, obviously I want everyone to be cool and whatever, barbecues and stuff, everyone, but I don't play that game of you're kikiing and you're in my man's DMs, you're sending memes. I will kill you.
Suppose none of
I
your
will.
brethren- none of your brethren like find your missus attractive like that, and they don't say nothing, like nothing.
Yeah, but then he's done that on purpose.
What?
There's enough man that's got meaty gal, and they know. They know their gal is meaty, but they're not with
I have
her.
had guys say that though. Like,
No, they're not with
they
her for
know.
her looks. They're with her
They
because
knew
her
what they were
heart's
doing.
clean. You get me? They know she's...
Oh, you're so rude.
No, there's enough man who's with their gal, and they know they're not with their gal for looks. That's not what it's about. That's not what they're there for.
Yeah, I like when it is that like dudes be moving to her and whatnot because she's wavy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I think it's easy for her to just know that I think she's dope, and in doing that, she it's not that she might become complacent, but it doesn't mean anything as it did before she met me. Do you understand? So getting that validation just to remind herself, yeah, I'm wavy. It keeps her in check and coming back to me, knowing full well that she still got it. So she still has some power. Do you understand? I needed to have power. I needed to know that she's doing bits.
And
Okay,
that
then.
comes from other guys.
I'm not insecure.
No, but it still comes from other guys.
If no, like I said, if I keep saying
man
it,
is
it becomes like a full
disgusted.
stop.
If what?
It comes like a full stop, yeah?
Alright.
Yeah. Is that what his face is looking like?
Yeah, he
Like,
looks
doesn't like the
disgusted.
fact-
He's just like,
So you
No,
don't
it's not a case of-
you don't want your wife to be appreciated by other men.
It's not that. It's not a thought of mine.
I know.
You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
asking you now.
What? No, but I don't
I
think
think it's
about
worse
this.
when it is nobody looks at my wife.
Yeah, I guess so. If
Does
you
that mean
think
she's
about
dead?
it. Yeah, but that's if
what?
you
Do
think
you
about
think
it.
she's dead?
You think that's all that matters, isn't it? We live in a community. We go out. We go to places. Do you understand? There's a certain standard that needs to be upheld when it is I'm out and about. It matters.
You make me sick.
It
No,
matters,
it's
man.
sick.
No, but
Brent.
in some
You make me
cases,
sick.
I think that makes perfect sense. In some cases, right? But the validation part, I don't necessarily.
But that is validation, though.
No, for her validation.
He doesn't like the word. I'm not saying that she
Yeah, but
needs
so,
it.
you don't want her
I'm not
validation, but
saying
you
she
want your
needs
validation.
it. I'm not saying she needs it, right? But it's nice.
Are you
when
against
it's,
validation,
full
period,
well
or
you
like-
still have it?
I'm not.
'Cause I don't think anyone to be. Yeah, you might want to clear that one up.
What happened?
Because you said, yeah, for her validation, that's what
To
you think
come,
is.
to come from other guys.
Yeah, but then you said that it's cool. What Ben was saying about he wants other guys to look at him and be like, yeah, you got a good one. So the male validation, but not female validation. I'm gonna just need you to clear that up.
No, it shouldn't be like that.
Really?
In the way you're saying it, it's not like
Okay.
I'm basically just saying, kind of like we were talking about earlier about the investment in yourself, right? Sometimes you go to certain places, right, and it fits the image, it fits everything. There's reasons why, for example, Jay-Z is with a Beyonce and not necessarily with.
Go on.
Man, I dare you. Go on.
Honestly, where's he going with this?
I can't think of. I can't think of.
I'm glad you
But,
can't.
you know what I'm saying? But there's obviously there's probably people out there just as talented a singer as Beyonce.
Oh, okay.
That wasn't it. You know what I'm saying? You don't get what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, man. Listen, Mariah said it best. Miss Mariah said it. She said, yeah, it's about boundaries. For me, it's about boundaries. Don't be out here complimenting my man or flirting up in my space. That's extremely rude.
But is that flirting though, Esther? Because the same Miss
What
Mariah
reason
is
do you
saying
have?
it's
But
fine.
what reason do I have to compliment somebody's man?
No, but I don't think she's necessarily complimenting the man, complimenting you about having the man. It's kind of like what I was just talking
How
about.
does that go?
Because you're just saying, oh, you
So
did
your man's
well,
really
Esther.
good looking?
No, because you did really well. Like, you guys are my favorite couple. You look beautiful together.
Yes, that's it. You guys look beautiful together. If you come and tell me your man's beautiful,
Yeah.
move your eyes, man.
I suppose it's how they tell you, because they can't just say that and it piss you off. If they say it in the right way, it must be all right, innit? Like,
Yeah, there's a way to say it, but also I obviously I don't have any witchcraft friends. Like all my friends are good and wholesome. Like I will walk out the room and leave my friends in. Like I don't care about stuff like that. All my friends are good. But if I had a friend, for example, that was a sly,
If
don't
you
become
showed
friend
him before he became your man,
yeah,
like so you talking stage when we
Yeah.
send the pictures, is she like to tell you he's clean then?
yeah.
So then you would know whether she likes you, whether you
Do you
think
know
your
what?
man's
Actually,
handsome already.
it does depend actually on how it's said.
No, but what I'm trying to say is though, if you
'Cause we
sent
do
him
that
if you
actually,
sent him
yeah.
in the group chat or to your brethren and he
Yeah.
already said, yep, this one, he's fine, boom, boom, that's before it's serious, and then you made him your man, you already know she thinks he's leng because you had
Actually, do
this
you know what?
conversation.
Yeah, you know that has brought a lot of perspective. Because really, actually, women already we kind of do that.
Would know, yeah.
Yeah. But I think it's the way you guys said it of like she compliments your man. It's like you're going out of your way to just tell me my man is good looking. Like you peeped my man.
Unpeeping it.
That means you'd go ballistic if she complimented him directly.
No, it depends. If they're remember again, I don't.
You're
I don't
going
want,
somewhere, mixed group,
No, but
I don't
remember.
know, a wedding or something. He comes
Yeah.
down to the front room in his suit, you ain't seen him, and your brethren goes,
Nah, I'm slapping your mouth.
no, but you can see what
Nah,
she can see. He looks
nah.
good.
Yeah, let me do sound effects. She can say, "Oh, you look good," whatever. Do you know what I mean? But don't be doing sound effects when my man walks into a room. Are you sick? But damn, what?
Dang.
Nope. I think there's a way to do it, but I wouldn't mind like you can compliment my man, of course. Like, yeah, I know I'm with him. Do you get what I mean? But I do think there's a way to do it though. You look good. That's nice. You guys look beautiful together.
No,
That's
don't try to
nice.
play it down because that's as a man, that's gonna make my spider senses tingle.
What
Like your
spider-
friends talking about, oh yeah, you look all right. No, I know I look crazy right now, and you're
Yeah.
trying to play this down. That's what trouble in there.
No, but
She
you know-
said, your friend might be on me because this is crazy.
Okay, spin it down.
Yeah.
No, because your friend knows your girl's gonna go mad if she tries to do the absolute most and uses more than one adjective in the space. The heck? Nah, man. I feel like there's a way to do stuff, man. You can't be out here all complimenting, flirting. Because that's the thing. Some people have no boundaries. Some girls are out here, the guy's making a joke or whatever, then a group, and then you're laughing, you're squeezing his arm. Wow, honey. Wow.
Do you think
Nah.
it's mature enough to allow is the wrong word to use here in this
For lack of a better word.
yeah. Let me just retract that. To be cool with your companion flirting a little bit.
In my presence.
Doesn't matter.
No.
If they're a flirtatious person,
What's the reason? What is this flirting getting you?
but some people are flirtatious, and
To what end?
I've seen people like that.
To what end?
No end. Like,
Yeah,
what do you
you-
call flirting? They might just call that. They might just say like babe all the time.
Do you know what? Actually,
Oh,
do you know
babe,
what? Do you know what it is?
right.
I don't mind anything here as long as I can do it too. So because if you're not gonna have a heart attack when I'm too jokingly flirting, because I'm a flirtatious girl too. If I'm jokingly flirting and you're not gonna have a problem with it, that's fine.
Yeah,
If, however, you're gonna do it and you're gonna tell me this is now your personality and this is how I met you, but when I do it, we're having to go to the side to have a meeting. Nope.
All right, so let me stipulate it. It's not
Like for like.
It's not the dumb extreme stuff where it's now bordering on you wouldn't want your man or your woman to do the same thing, right?
Okay.
It's because you are a certain way
Yeah.
and you're now in a particular forum where banter and good conversation is needed to even be entertained, right? They use their wiles, they use their skill sets, right? Just to make sure that whoever's talking to them at the time leaves the conversation in a healthy manner, right?
Do you know what it is? To be honest, yeah, for me, everything just comes down to respect. That's it.
Suppose I just say, if the intent isn't
You're
to
killing me, Brent.
disrespect you,
So if the intent isn't to disrespect me,
Yeah.
but I feel disrespected,
no, let's not go there.
Okay.
Because we know that's a rabbit hole.
Yeah, it
right?
is.
That's a rabbit hole.
Love that
I
hole.
repeat it a third time like Dr. Uman, that's a rabbit hole. You are right there. And
Okay.
you know full well that he doesn't mean anything other than, yeah, I'm keeping
He's
it
playing the
civil.
game. Okay.
100%.
Okay.
Because we came here together, we're networking,
Yeah.
right? And we understand how this works in this world in which it is that we're trying to conquer.
Yeah.
Yeah? I'm just keeping it brief. I'm keeping it light.
Yeah.
Keeping it spicy, but knowing full well what it is that you won't tolerate. And you know that that person might be on him heavy, but in him, given them linguistics, you guys will be up.
So I'm pimping my man.
Not pimping, just constructive and strategic networking.
You're pissing me off.
No, it matters because I don't want to feel like I'm a weird guy. Make me feel normal.
What episode is this? Is that one like 194 or something like that? And today's when you don't want to feel like a weird guy.
I don't
Do
think
you know what? I really think it depends because
I'm flirtatious. I don't want to get in trouble for flirting.
No, but I think it depends because I wouldn't feel away if my man complimented another woman.
I suppose if it's like flirting with
Wait.
I'm full of surprises, isn't I?
I don't think I'm doing that.
I'm full of surprises.
Like what? Like compliment her figure?
See, why you have to take things too far?
just
A
want to
figure
know.
is different. So it's like, oh, you look beautiful. You look beautiful, Stacey. That's fine. I'm good with that.
As long as that's your friend, though.
Anybody, a stranger as well.
I'm not even gonna lie, yeah. You see me, that's what I'm trying to say.
Actually, maybe not
When
stranger.
I'd like to state the obvious, innit? Yeah, because I don't want to. I think if you're hiding things, it's
I see the
dodgy.
trick. Yeah, I see the
No, so I would state the obvious.
You're in plain sight.
I'm a plain sight man. You know what I'm trying to say? So it could be like your brethren. You see that if your brethren's got a dumb back, I'm not gonna be walking around the yard pretending like she ain't got no back.
I'll be honest with
Let's
you,
just
yeah.
point at the elephant in the room. I'll say your brethren's her back is stupid. Why is her bum so big?
I'll be honest with you, yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say?
You
don't know.
would have so many debriefs because you are deaf a sound effect guy and that would piss me the fuck off.
Yeah.
You're like, damn.
Yeah,
you're mad.
Her back's huge.
You're mad.
No, but I'll just let you I'm just doing.
But you know it's not everything that you
all
see.
in
you
plain
have to-
sight.
No, but you know it's not everything that you see. You have to talk about that. You have to say.
No, but knowing how much I enjoy backs. If your brethren's got the crazy back.
You don't need to enjoy that one.
No, but I'm saying if I've never mentioned it, yeah, that means something. I got something sinister's going on in the back of my
it just
mind.
means-
Do you have respect for me?
You just mean to have exactly. You just have respect.
Yeah, because that's wild. That's wild.
You can't. I can't imagine a guy telling me, "Oh, your girl's got back." You know. Guess what? You never seen her around.
Yeah,
That's
don't
the
bring her
last
around
time
then.
you ever see her.
I'm talking about that friend. You know that friend with the dumb back? The ones that usually all talk about her back's the thing, but your boyfriend's now
Yeah.
supposed to pretend like he can't see this.
Yes.
Yeah, that's rude. You not saying anything is rude.
Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. I understand what you say. It's rude.
This is like,
Don't
this is her
my,
thing.
my friend would be like, he ain't said nothing, and I know his mind. He's watching. I hear what you're saying.
See?
I hear what you're
He's
saying.
preying me now.
I hear what you're saying.
He's preying me.
Yeah. I'll be like Emmanuel. It's like, what the hell? That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't say it long.
Yeah.
I saw, but I will not look again. To let him know. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Because I turn to Steve and be like,
Because if you're trying to do Ray Charles, right, man, and I know this is something's wrong here.
100%.
Why are we Ray Charles in
All
this?
I'm
Or can we
telling
not
you-
see
But
this?
Emmanuel calls it respect, and I also hear that.
No, I can see how
So
he
if
can do it
you're-
under the
okay,
guise of
ooh,
respect.
I've got
Wait,
one.
but who-
So sorry, you're one of your boys comes here. He's in a nice grey tracksuit. Nice grey tracksuit. She's like, damn, he's got a print on him. You're fine with that? Because she has to say the obvious because it's right there.
I'll be honest with you. In that situation, yeah, if he's really doing that, yeah, then I ain't got no problem. But I'm gonna come to him and say, "Kitty,
You never come to my house like this again.
don't be fooled in the crib like this." Because what are you trying to do? Because if I can see it and she's sorry, what do you? Yeah, like what do you? Yeah, all right. I'm like for real, but the problem's not with her. I'm gonna say,
You
rude
gotta be
boy,
respectful.
rude boy,
You gotta
have some
respect me, man.
respect, please.
You cannot
You know
tell
that you ain't got no
me.
boxers on under there.
You cannot tell me another woman's got mad back. What does that mean? Nah, man. Because sometimes, obviously, like when you can see stuff in it, and when you're straight, we can talk about these things, but you can't be like, nah, man.
So what if your girl's there, yeah? The girl with the mad back, yeah? Your boyfriend's there. He sees it. He's like, nah, I can't do this. And he just gets some leaves. You just get some leaves.
That's
And I can't just sit here and not say anything to you.
You can't do what?
I'm acting like I can't see.
You can't do what?
There's an eclipse in here. Like,
You can't do what?
Man said,
Oh
"Ah,
my
I can't do
gosh.
this."
He kisses his teeth.
Nah.
so like, is that not better
That's the
than
worst
saying,
one. That's the
Yeah.
worst one. That means that you've been sitting there the whole time. It's on your mind. It's heavy on your mind. And at this point, it's like, I need to get myself out of this situation right now.
Let's just say one of those scenarios
Honey.
where your friend, yeah, the girl with the mad back again, yeah, she's walking around. She's like, oh, I'm just trying to find something. And you can see that she's, you know how girls do, right? do you immediately kind of think this girl is up to something? Or
No,
do you
it
kind
depends.
of look at him as well?
It depends on the person, because sometimes some people are just very, very unaware.
Okay.
Like some people just have no, like some people will just have like their breast spilling out, but they're unaware that this is what the situation is. So it would depend on the person.
But again, women
No, but
say
you really can't. No,
all
no, you
women
can
know.
be. No, I don't think so. Some people are honestly just don't have that self-awareness about them.
Do you think that's true, Brenton Marks?
What's that?
That, you know, when women have their cleavage showing, this, that, and the third, some of them are just like not self-aware, or they know what they're doing?
They know their breasts are out of door, like, but they look in the mirror when they walk. Yeah, they know. Breasty gal know. That breasty gal know. Shapely bum gal know. They know who they are and what they are. They know. So anything they're doing, if you see it's not an accident, you get me. And, but you can't. It's not no one's fault for putting on display if they got it.
Yeah.
This is their God's given.
I think that one. I will say that I don't know. To be
Maybe
fair, I
subtle
have.
image.
Sorry.
Subtle image.
Yeah, but to be fair, I have like respect because I'm very big on people's marriages and stuff. Like I don't kiki with taking men. I don't like when I tell you how I dress. If someone's married, how I dress to your house, I'm just very like, yep, hello, hi. Like I'm very because I don't want any kind of image. Again, obviously with women as well. But not every woman will sit down and think, okay, maybe she didn't mean this. Do you know what I mean? Some people just assume that you meant it. You could come in here with a bin bag on that you're trying to seduce their man. Some women are just like, just think everyone wants their man. Not really the best looking ones either. But anyway, whatever. So I'm very, very careful around, I'm very respectable. That's the word I would say. I'm very respectful, and I place boundaries. So I expect everybody, if you come into my household, to do the same thing. Otherwise, you will never be invited back here. And there's no shame in my game.
But suppose the marriage is on the rocks, man, and he's looking for a love.
You're my friend's bum.
No, you said that you're respectful around married men.
So if he's looking for, is this happening to a real story?
No, I'm asking you a question.
So if he's looking for, so his marriage is on the rocks.
Yeah.
So you're saying I should go to the house free because it's not gonna last anyway.
Exactly, yeah, where's this come from?
What are you saying?
Oh, you don't understand what I'm saying?
As in
No.
she should have less respect for the situation.
I don't have to be so pure and
You
proper
said that you're
because
respectful around married men. Why did you say that?
I am. Because I don't want
What was
the
the
wife
context?
hating me.
What was the context?
I can't remember now, but I don't want the wife
But
hating
you were
me.
not doing something because he was married, right?
I'm a what?
You weren't going to do something because he was
There's a
married.
lot I don't
Well,
do
they
because
are
people are
married.
married. Yeah, because they're married.
Because
So
they're married,
I wouldn't
yeah.
make certain jokes. I wouldn't dress a certain way. Like I wouldn't go to your house in a tight dress if your husband's gonna be at home. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't.
Oh.
Or if I'm honestly, that's just how I'm personally wired. I
like
don't
that.
move like that.
Is that Nigerian culture?
No, it's just Esther culture.
I like that.
Not that I'm responsible for whatever your man is doing. If he's not looking at me, he's probably going to look at someone else. But for me, I don't like to put myself in any situation where anyone can ever have any kind of ammunition to talk to me sideways. Nope. You can never ever say of me, I tried to seduce you, man. I didn't. And
when you go to the gym, what do you wear? Respectful clothes, or do you?
I don't know who's married, who's not married in there. That's my business.
Yeah. I never understand the whole she dressed like that argument. It don't make no sense to me. But
That what?
that's not what we're saying, right?
What? She dressed like what?
She dressed that way so that men could stare.
No.
We're in the gym.
No,
No.
just in general.
In general, that's the thing, because I think men really believe that there's a lot of like when sometimes you do know that certain things are highlighted when you wear this.
How do you?
And it's nice, but
What's
all
the
the time, trust me,
distinction?
it's
How
not
do
always
you?
the
How
case.
do you know? Like,
How do you know what?
yeah.
'Cause I can see.
Yeah, what does that mean? Because
I know when I wear this dress, the waist is looking extra cutie and the bum is doing what it needs to do.
but you're not
I'm
dressing,
aware.
You're not dressing for Manda, right?
But this is what I'm saying. So I'm trying to say is that sometimes I just like I'm admiring how it is that I look, and I love how I look in this. And then sometimes it's like, do you know what? Little oomph. Let's give the boys something to look at today.
All right. So, do you think it's a big myth, this whole "I dress for myself" thing?
I don't think it's a myth, but I do think that it is true. To an extent, it is true.
It is a myth. No, because the whole standards that you set, even the whole perimeters that you set, yeah, even if you are dressing for yourself, yeah,
Yeah.
the standards that you hold to yourself when you look in the mirror and say, I look good, I look attractive, yeah. What are you comparing it to? I look good compared to
How I was dressed yesterday.
okay, or to other women, or this is the fashion that's in. People are gonna like it, won't know what. So it's never really for yourself because you hold it like. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
I get you, but I think it can be for yourself though.
How?
No, it can because it works both ways. Sometimes I could go somewhere and I wouldn't wear makeup, and I'm aware that everyone's wearing makeup. But I looked in the mirror that day and I loved how my face looked, and I was like, do you know what? Actually, I'm just gonna go SPF'd up, and I'm gonna go SPF, and I feel beautiful in that room. And then sometimes I'm like, do you know what? Actually, I'll make a bit of an effort. It really just depends on the day. Like, I'm not saying I haven't one things. I'm like, okay, this is a bit more, this will
I think makeup.
get the voice going, but.
I think makeup's different as well because
No, but I'm talking about even clothes. So even clothes, the stuff I've worn, and
you're
I'm like,
gonna go out in a dress.
my bum
yeah?
looks good.
You're
I
gonna-
know I'm gonna get some
You're
attention.
gonna go out in dress, yeah. You're gonna be in a public confined setting, yeah,
Yeah.
for a few hours, yeah. Whatever you wear, yeah. Obviously, you want to look good, innit?
Yeah.
Like you want to look good, yeah.
Yeah.
But whatever you wear, whatever you put on, yeah, you're gonna want to look good to other people, men and women, but more so men because that's what you're attracted to, the opposite sex. So it's still not. It's still for other people.
Do you know, Stacey said something interesting. She said, if you dress for yourself, you'd be wearing PLT in the house. Do you know what's mad? I'd be dressing sexy at home as well, and it's just me in the house. Because sometimes it really is just about how you feel. Like when I wear this, I feel good. I feel very good, and so yeah, and everything else that comes with it, it's a bonus. It's a
But if
perk.
you're in the house and you're dressing sexy and all that, and it's for you, is it for you as in like a practice session for?
No,
You
in
go
practicing
out.
nothing. So
Are you
if
sure?
you got it, you got it, you man. You ain't gotta practice.
I
No,
think
it's just,
everybody.
I feel good.
I think everybody that does it, everybody that dresses up, is for other people. I
'Cause you know
think
what's-
subconsciously because I go outside and dress up even on camera, and sometimes I don't care what I look like.
But
And
you
I
know
don't
what
care
it is as
people
well
think of
though?
me.
Because there's
So
sometimes...
I know that's what it is because when I make the effort, that's what it's for.
I could tell.
Huh?
Sometimes I could tell when it is that you don't care.
Yeah, anybody could tell because you can look at me, you can see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Nah,
care.
I don't believe it's so... Do you know what? I don't think it's...
Shit.
I think it's a...
Yes.
All right? You're really agreeing to that.
No, but
I think it's a thing where like
madness.
two things can be true at once. Because I don't always dress for male gaze or anyone else's gaze. It's just how I feel. Because there's times as well my friend will be like, oh, no, wear this dress instead. I'm like, I don't want to wear that. Because again, within myself, I'm not feeling myself today. So where I know that, okay, yeah, if we're going to say dressing up for boys, I'm going to a party or an event where I know that there's this kind of guys or whatever, and there's a sexy dress I could wear or this baggy jeans and whatever. If I'm not feeling great within myself, guess what I'm wearing? I'm not wearing the sexy dress because I don't feel sexy in this dress. So I think it works both. I think two things can be true at once, but I don't think it's a definite, like, everybody dresses for somebody. I'm too lazy for that.
What compliment would
I've
mean
been doing
more?
makeup here every day then.
What compliment would mean more to you? Getting one from a woman or getting one from a man?
Definitely from a woman. 100% from a woman. Because there's
Doesn't
nothing worse than a guy you don't like complimenting you. Oh gosh, get off my
I was
back.
just about to add that.
Yeah.
No, but what you know
Leave
what?
me alone,
Two
man.
things actually. Two things actually. What if it is a
A
guy
guy that fancies
yeah?
you, by the way, that you don't fancy back. That's what I mean. No,
What,
no
what
offense.
if it is a guy, good-looking guy, right? Compare that to a girl giving you a compliment. That's first scenario. Second scenario, you're not attracted to him, but it's the most genuine, nicest words you've heard in the last
Oh, that's
2
sweet.
years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So with the first one, I will always love compliments from women just because girls get it. And there's something about like when we hype each other up, like it's honestly one of the best feelings ever. So I will always love compliments from women before. I think the compliment more, I think a good scenario would be either from my man or like 10 men.
Okay.
My man. Because the worst thing is when 10 men are complimenting you and the person you want to see all of this ain't said nothing. That's the worst. You get what I mean? So I think, yeah.
What's better? 10 men on the same level as your man or your man?
You know I'm a lover girl. I'm always gonna pick my man. My man, I'm gonna sit beside him.
That's good PR.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get that engagement ring.
When you're with somebody, do you change the way you dress when it is that you go out?
No.
Not with them. Obviously,
Oh, in
before
general,
you're
no.
quote unquote auditioning, right? Put your best foot forward. Try.
These
grab
are your
one.
words, yeah.
All right, sorry. Do you not look to
So basically, I'm
be
gonna
more shop window approachable when you don't have something that you want?
No, I'm the same babe.
I don't know if it is.
I know what you mean though. I know exactly what
You
don't
make
think
an
I'm telling the
effort when you
truth.
go outside, right?
Are you okay?
You make an effort when you go outside.
So
I
you
have to
saying
look-
when
I
I'm
don't-
dating,
I can't look
I'm-
at you whilst as I'm doing this here.
Wait, are you saying I make less of an effort when I'm in a situation?
No, I'm asking you if it is that you say, okay, now that I've got my man, I'm not gonna basically look pretty anymore when I'm going out.
Nah,
Okay,
amp it up.
why?
Because I'm not just representing myself anymore. I'm somebody's girl. You better talk to me nice.
So it's
This is what I was saying.
important. Can you imagine?
This is what I was saying.
Can you imagine?
What are you clipping? You unclip. What are you talking about?
At least we got here. We can move on to the next.
What are you talking about? I don't get it.
Don't worry.
No, I don't want to wait for the clip to
You're
get
now
context.
saying. You're now
I want the
saying.
context now.
You're now saying, young lady.
Yeah.
Right? You said when you're in a relationship now, you dress even more sexier when it is that you're out and about. When
Oh,
you're
Brent, not literally. Because you said I go out ugly. So I'm saying I don't go ugly. I still make an effort. I'm consistent all the time.
You said you now have somebody to represent.
Actually, let me be honest,
whilst
no.
it is that you're out and about, right?
Yeah.
And it must be the best version of this particular you that you are showcasing because of this guy that you are with, right? So it matters to
Yeah.
other people when it is you're in a relationship how you look. And
Yeah, that's
earlier you was like, no, only my man I want to hear it from. Sorry.
I don't talk about that, first of all.
Sorry, I apologize.
And I don't know all of that was.
Okay, sorry.
But no. Actually, when I think about it, no, actually, yeah, when I'm in a situation, like I like, especially if we're going out together,
You're carrying
I like
man's
people
name
to
with you.
know that you got a good.
There you
That's
go.
a good one. Yeah,
There
absolutely.
you go. And for them to remind him.
No, see, I don't care about all that stuff. Well, but that's his. No, but that's for him. That's for him when he comes on TDA to say his piece.
Yeah.
My piece is just that I
To
know,
send a message. Let the man them go and tell him. You would send a message basically.
like I know that I look good, and when people see us together, they know that we look good.
There you
We're
go.
units. That I'm
Right.
very big on
We're
units.
back now.
looking
So
good.
do you want your man looking good for you as well? Like he represents you? Do you want your man out there just killing
Absolutely,
you all
don't
the
come out
time?
here looking stupid. Yeah,
Would you be happy? Are you happy having a man that like women are attracted to?
yeah.
There you go.
There's nothing wrong with
Thank
that.
you.
I just said don't compliment him. I'm very consistent in my story.
Fair enough. Cool. Thank you.
Sorry. What was the advice to this girl? Yeah,
Oh yeah. She's
focus on
pregnant.
your twin, basically. Alright, let's get to our next headlines.
All right, so this next headlines, trigger warning here, sad news. And 10 people have been killed in several avalanches across the Austrian and Swiss Alps over the weekend. Tourists from New Zealand, China, and Germany were among the dead at a number of different ski resorts. Austrian authorities put in place a level 4 avalanche alert, which is the second highest, following intense snowfall and wind in the area. Despite the warnings, ski resorts in Western Austria have been filling up due to school holidays in Vienna. Austrian police announced 5 deaths on Sunday, and on Saturday, a 17-year-old New Zealander, a 32-year-old Chinese national, and a German man in his 50s, who were all said to be skiing off designated ski trails when the avalanche hit, were also found dead. In Switzerland, a 56-year-old woman and a 52-year-old man were also killed by unstable snow in the southeast canton of Graubünden on Saturday morning. Swiss police said a third member of their group managed to escape unharmed. Avalanches are common in both countries. According to Austria's APA news agency, 30 avalanches were reported in the Tyrol region on Saturday alone, and 11 of these involved people. This next headline, yeah, like you guys probably remember, yeah, but a lot of people I feel don't really know who Gary Glitter is, yeah. So obviously, first trigger warning, yeah. And did you hear about him being released?
No.
Well, let me get into the story.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, terrorist.
What, he got his sentence reduced up, something?
Yeah, he did half the time.
Yeah.
So basically, police. Well, this is a bit of an update to his to the first story, which is of him actually being released. So police were called out to a disturbance at the Bale hostel where the paedophile pop star Gary Glitter is staying following his release from prison. A crowd of people is understood to have gathered outside the property in Hampshire on Saturday after the disgraced glam rock singer was freed the day before. He had served half of his 16-year sentence for sex crimes. He's now 79, right? He had a string of charts in the 1970s. He was jailed in 2015 for sexually abusing 3 schoolgirls. He left HMP The Verne, which is a low-security Category C jail in Portland and Dorset, on Friday after 8 years behind bars. The protesters outside the Bale hostel, which is located in a residential area, reportedly shouted demands for him to be removed from their neighborhood, with one man attempting to scale a fence. A Hampshire police spokeswoman said on Saturday that police were called at 3:32 p.m. Today to reports of a public order incident. Officers attended the scene and the situation was resolved. No arrests were made. The sex offender, for those who don't know, was at the height of his fame when he preyed on his vulnerable victims who thought no one could believe their claims over that of a celebrity. You know how it was during that time, right? He attacked 2 girls, aged 12 and 13, after inviting them backstage to his dressing room and isolating them from their mothers. His third victim was less than 10 years old when he crept into her bed and tried to rape her in 1975.
Wow.
Yeah, this is a very popular musician, by the way, at the time, yeah. The allegations only came to light nearly 40 years later when Glitter became the first person to be arrested under Operation U-Tree, which is the investigation launched by the Met Police in the wake of the Jimmy Savile scandal. Gary Glitter's fall from grace occurred years earlier after he admitted possessing 4,000 child pornography images and was jailed for 4 months in 1999. So that's when I can't remember this guy. And in 2002, he was expelled from Cambodia amid reports of sex crime allegations. And in March of 2006, he was convicted of sexually abusing 2 girls, aged 10 and 11, in Vietnam, and spent 2.5 years in jail. This guy has just been habitually doing this nonsense, you know, all over the world. But yeah, it's crazy that they've released him, and he's doing after doing only half the time. And the last headline, trigger warning here, and this is the type of thing that you kind of would see in the movies, yeah? And basically, a convicted Italian mafia killer on the run since 2006 has been caught in France, having hidden in plain sight as a pizza chef for at least 3 years. Edgardo Greco's capture in Saint Etienne is the second high-profile mafia arrest by Italian authorities in a matter of weeks. Matteo Messina Denaro had been on the run for 30 years when he was detained on a visit to a clinic in Sicily. Both men were wanted for carrying out grisly murders in the 1990s. While Messina Denaro was the boss of bosses for Sicily's notorious Costa Nostra, Greco was part of the 'Ndrangheta organized crime mob who originated from the Calabria region in Italy's deep south. The 'Ndrangheta are now the most powerful mafia in Italy, and their tentacles stretch across Europe and South America. Greco, who's now 63, was wanted for the murder of 2 brothers during the mafia war between 2 gangs in the early 1990s. Stefano and Giuseppe Bartolomeo were beaten to death at a fishmonger's in the city of Cosenza in January 1991. Their bodies were never found and are believed to have been dissolved in acid. Greco was part of a rival gang, and he was also accused of the attempted murder of another man later that year in the same city. When a trial judge issued an arrest warrant for him in 2006, that's when he went on the run. 8 years later, he settled in the French city of Saint Etienne, which is southwest of Lyon, eventually taking up the job of a chef in an Italian restaurant. He took on a new identity. He called himself Paolo Demetrio, but by then, he was given a life sentence back in Italy, and he was the subject of a European arrest warrant. So yeah, long story short, they've got him now. And that's the end of the headlines.
Have you seen Gomorrah?
No.
Mags?
No, actually, I didn't. I didn't finish it. My brother told me it's one of the coldest shows ever.
100%.
Serious?
Subtitles thing, innit?
What thingy?
As it were, can you
yeah.
watch it?
Sky.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Sky have it. Yeah. Yeah, Gomorrah's supposed to be one of the hardest.
100%.
How many series is it?
Quite a few, innit?
I think
5? Maybe
5
more.
seasons, yeah.
Huh?
5 seasons, yeah. Brilliant. Absolutely bloody brilliant.
I'm gonna watch that now.
Yeah, that's the end of the headlines. Guess.
Thank you. Let's get into the reaction.
One second. Sorry, my bad. Gotta do business.
It's all right. So over the weekend we had some games, didn't we? It was lit. It was popping.
Did you watch them?
Of course I did. You know I did.
What was your pick of the bunch? What did you enjoy the most?
I love the Manchester City one.
Yeah, I had the best result.
Huh?
Yeah, for
I
real.
had the best result.
Yep.
I
You know,
can't believe.
like winners.
I can't believe the Arsenal fans was really. North London was really white yesterday, innit? What was that?
I believe that when it is we play Man City, you
Yeah.
are not going to be rooting for Arsenal. Am I right or am I wrong?
What, to win? I'd rather be a draw. I don't want that one to win.
Serious?
Yeah, I'd rather be a
If
draw.
y'all don't win, if y'all don't make up the points
Mm.
and it comes to Man City, Arsenal, you'd rather us draw with them if y'all don't make up any points.
Isn't if we don't make up the points?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't have balls in the race. I don't want either one of these lot to win. I'd rather these lot draw. I'll be happy with 2 draws. I'm not supporting none of these lot.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, because if I can't win, it doesn't matter what happens anyway. So why am I gonna want? Yeah, I don't want nothing good for nobody. So yeah,
Fair enough.
I want both of you lot to drop points. But I mean, that was mad, boy. It's only the second loss of the season. Arsenal lost to Everton 1-0. Did you watch the game?
Yeah.
What did you make of it?
It's a terrible game
Why though?
because we lost
Yeah, but
and we didn't play well.
did you not play well
The entire
because Everton stopped you from playing well, or because you wasn't?
We didn't turn up. We gave them too much respect. They completely flooded the midfield.
I don't think you gave them respect.
Yeah.
I don't think you gave them any respect. Respect's got to be earned as well. So anything that they got from you, they took.
I think they earned it.
You never gave them that respect. You never walked onto that
think they earned
pitch.
it.
Yeah, but I'm saying you never gave them no respect. You never walked onto that pitch and like, oh, it's Everton, and no, they ran their socks off.
I think we were in our heads. All running up to the game, there was a particular narrative that was being peddled, and we literally just
Believed it.
bowled over. Yeah.
Do you think there's something to be said about Partey and Odegaard getting subbed off? Are these men tired or anything? Is there anything worrying there?
Nah, I don't think there's anything worrying.
A party coming off for 60 minutes and all that, and Odegaard coming off in a game that you obviously need to win.
I think he was still like nursing his injury in it.
Okay.
Or something.
Okay.
So I think it's just a precautionary measure, I believe. I don't know.
And then Odegaard.
Odegaard didn't have a good game. I would have still kept him on and taken off Xhaka though.
What did you think of Jorginho?
Played alright.
He didn't. I was worried because obviously that midfield three is up against a bunch of athletes, serious stuff. So I was worried about you getting overrun and the pressing, which he kind of did. But when he came on the pitch, I thought Yuzo was going to probably be a bit more susceptible to counters and stuff with him being there. But he wasn't. He done like off the ball running wise. He done better than I thought he would do. I
He
thought,
did alright.
yeah.
And I honestly, when it is we lost the game, I felt disappointed, but it didn't stick with me like how it would normally stick with me.
It's nothing to go crazy about. It's the second loss of the season.
And we still have a long season left to go. And this is why I'm so excited about you guys being back in the mix. Because you will have some false sense of like security coming in and be like,
We're not in no mix. We're not in no title race. When I say
you doing me now. You doing me now.
no, I look when I say
until it is.
no.
You see it.
When I say the quad's on, I'm being funny, and it's only because we're the only team in the country that's still in all four competitions, and mathematically we could still win the league. So when I say the quad's on, it's just
a name only, basically. There's
yeah,
no
it's just a
real
bit of
belief.
banter. It's just a bit of banter. Just
I like how you're playing this, to be honest.
what do you mean?
I like how you're playing this. Cautious now.
No.
Yeah.
Until things change.
How many points are you off from City?
3, I
Are
want
you
to
sure
say.
it's 3 or is it 2? Same amount of games played?
2.
Let's double check.
Just 2, man.
They're not far from City.
That's crazy. If it's only 2, then anything can happen. But, you know, it may be less than that, you know? Because there's some breaking news, man. Man City might get a points reduction because of some financial rules and stuff like that.
Oh my
happening.
god, this is
Yeah,
big
man.
yellow on my screen as well.
Is it? Yes, that looks like it's breaking.
That is
check to see how many points you guys are from City.
okay. 1 second.
Please, thank you very much. So what are those?
All right, so basically, they've been charged by the Premier League over more than 100 breaches of financial rules. The charges against the reigning champions relate to financial information regarding the revenue, details of manager and player remuneration, UEFA regulations, profitability and sustainability with Premier League investigations.
Would that get dealt with this season though?
I'm not too sure. I've not read through it enough.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, 3 points behind them, Brent, on the same
That
games.
sounds like you're in with the shout. To be honest, I don't know what you're talking about. How are you not in the title race? But City is. Don't say that.
See,
Especially when you're saying that you guys are back. Y'all just
this is
won.
this is why it's not fair because
we lost.
It's so funny, yeah. I could see myself, yeah, having this conversation and saying that exact same line to
Thank you very much.
How are we not in the title race with City?
Thank
And
you
he was
very
like,
much.
we're not, and then now we are. Why do you say that? No, it's the same thing. We're not in the title race.
Interesting.
What are we? 8 points behind you lot, and you got a game in hand. It's a lot. Only thing that we got to take from that is you got to play City twice.
Yep.
After you play City twice, let's look at what the league is and see what the gap is, and then we'll see whether we're involved in anything or not. You get what I'm trying to say? But what other results on Liverpool are going through it, innit?
So what's going on with them, though?
I mean, nonsense about that club. Like, what does that even mean?
I don't know, and I was with Loons yesterday, and I've seen some people online trying to do it, and they want to bring up money, and they're talking shit about the spending power of Chelsea. And I'm not having that, man. The front three that started that game yesterday is 100-something million, easy. Best part of 150. Best part of 150 million, easy. The goalkeepers, they dropped 70 on a goalie. The centre back 75. Like, they've spent money. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, they've spent money, not to that level, but they spent money. So I don't want to hear spending as an excuse from Liverpool. I don't really want to hear the sap clock thing either. That's just dumb. I think they just need to reinvest and just rebuild. You're just watching them have a rebuild, innit? Like, I spoke about this on camera before. That team was aging all at the same time. All at the same age. Mane, Firmino, Salah, you get me? Hendo, whatnot. They all aged together. So unless you staggered it in, which they kind of tried with the Diaz and that, unless you staggered it in and had your replacements there, it was if it just came at one point, it's going to get to a point where you see a drop off with that changeover. You get me? They're in the middle of that now. Who they got? Harvey Elliott and that is not doing. Obviously, the injury slowed them down a bit. The people that they did put in place to kind of bring as replacements are not necessarily kicking on like they're supposed to. So the transition, we're noticing it. I think that's what it is. They just need some kind of recruitment.
They're not bedded in yet, though.
Huh?
They're not bedded in yet. Anyway.
There you go. Yeah. So I think they just need time to transition. Chelsea and Liverpool don't make top 4 this year. Are we saying? Is anyone supporting me on that?
Definitely.
Yeah, based on who is in the mix right now, you have Arsenal, City, United,
Newcastle.
and Newcastle.
I think
Yeah,
Spurs,
I hate it.
if anyone's going to do it, it'll probably be Spurs because obviously it's Kane, Conte, and they. All right, cool. But Newcastle don't concede. Newcastle just don't concede. I think they get it done. Obviously, they dropped points again yesterday. I mean, was that yesterday or was it Saturday? Saturday at West Ham. Not at West Ham. At home to West Ham. And again, dropping them points at home. That's not that you'll come undone doing that. You don't want to do that. It's not good. But they still don't concede. I'm still willing. I might even go book it. I'm slightly prepared to put money on it. I think Newcastle get it done.
Top 4.
Yeah, I think they get it done. Slyly, I think they get it done. I think they've improved their team. I think they need another midfielder. Gordon would have been a good signing for them. If they got McTominay or something, that would have been a problem. They couldn't get a midfielder done. That might hamper them a little bit. But I was watching Callum Wilson. Callum Wilson's good, man. He's a proper striker. The only thing that kills him is them injuries. But if he can stay fit. So yeah, I don't know, man. Top 4's all over the place. What else happened on the weekend? Is there anything else we need to talk about? Did you see Casemiro sending off?
I don't watch United when it is.
I didn't see it, but I heard it was a needless thing.
Was it just?
Huh?
Was it just?
Initially, I thought it was. But then when you're looking at it through different angles and all that, it's a bit harsh. Hopefully they appeal it. It could get overturned. Because he just looked like he strangled him. He was putting his hand around his neck like this. But he didn't know. Well, he kind of did.
Yeah, I had to watch this because I don't understand your description.
Basically, they're all fighting, pushing each other, boom, boom, boom. Casemiro comes over to Hughes and he's got his hands around his neck and he's putting him, and it looks like he's choking him, innit? That's from one angle. That's the still ref that they showed the ref from VAR. From the other angle, you can see that his hands are not necessarily around his neck. They're kind of like more around his collars on the shirt more than actually like his neck choking him. And like, he's stopping him from getting into the altercation. Does that make sense? Like he's pulling him away, like, but it's not really aggressive. He's talking to him, like he's saying, like, look, chill, stop. They even hug it out afterwards and that. Like it's not like a crazy aggressive moment. You get me? So if it gets reviewed, it can possibly get overturned. Someone else, the other I think Schlupp grabbed Fred round the neck as well with both hands as well, and he didn't get sent off. Casemiro's the only one that got in trouble. So I don't know whether there's grounds for appeal or not. But if they lose the appeal, they could add games to it, which could make it even worse.
Yes.
He only loses. We only miss. I want to say it's not another Palace game because we played them already. It's someone twice. Leeds. We got to play someone. I think we play someone twice, home and away, and then Leeds. I don't know why do I feel like this?
Yeah.
Huh?
Let me see.
Yeah, check the fixtures. It's not. I don't think it's not a big deal, and he'll be back for the Carabao Cup. Leeds away. An easy team at home. Do we play Palace again, or am I going crazy? Why would we play Palace again? We played them twice. We ain't got them in another cup. I can't remember who it is. I can't remember who it is. Let me see in the chat if they're telling me who it is, because someone will know who it is. I can't think. But we're doing good anyway. Big up us.
Got Leeds.
Oh, is it Leeds twice?
Leeds twice.
And then what then? We'll be missing 3 games.
Leicester.
Leicester. It's Leicester.
Yeah.
Innit? Yeah, we should be able to deal with them games without Casemiro. So don't even don't even bother appealing or nothing like that, man. Just whatever. It is a bit harsh though.
Yeah, it is a bit harsh. I mean, it looks like he's kind of like bracing himself from the guy kind of moving towards him. But I hope they add another day. What's the field? Yeah, never mind.
Yes.
Hey, your new guy. How's he faring?
It was a bit so.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't watch the game, but apparently he came on a little cameo after we went down to 10 men.
Yeah.
Apparently he looked all right. There's a tackle that he won, yeah? He won the tackle and then outside of the boot pushed it through to Rashford.
The ref decided that was too perverse. Let's stop that.
The ref said the ref said that was too good. The ref said, no, not on your debut, son.
I hear
You're not doing that. Because there was nothing else. There was nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it whatsoever. Piece of shit, man.
Peter.
So yeah. But now Casemiro's gone. He's got to be thrown in the deep end, so we'll get to watch him in the next 3 games. So that'll be cool. I'll give you a thing on that. Any other games worth talking about? Obviously, Spurs beat City. Nobody cares. Villa, Arsenal. Nope. And there we are with the football. In basketball news, just in case anybody gives a shit, the boy Kyrie Irving put in a trade request yesterday.
The relevancy of that, please give me context.
What do you mean?
Why is that relevant?
What, they put in a trade request?
Yeah. Why is this news? Is what I'm saying.
Well, that Kyrie put in a trade request.
Yes.
Kyrie's a superstar. He requested to trade me. He's telling you to get rid of me. He's gonna be free. He's gonna be a free agent in the summer.
Okay.
So if the team don't trade him, they're gonna lose him for free.
He's hot property.
Yeah, he's one. He's
Better than LeBron.
No, he's not better than LeBron.
Just below him.
I think he's the best in the world, but officially he's not. He's not better than LeBron. But anyway, yeah, he's a hot commodity. They're gonna lose him for free. He's gonna do free agency in the summer. That's what he said. Obviously, he wanted to stay there after all the stuff they spoke. They were trying to
Oh, the black thing.
all that kind of stuff. They spoke, tried to get his contract extension. I think he wanted a 4-year max.
Yeah.
They might be only wanted to offer him a 2 with incentives.
Yeah.
They couldn't come to an agreement. He said, "Fuck this, then I'm gone." He told the board, put the world on notice. I want a trade.
Yeah.
Get me out of here, because if you don't trade me, you're gonna lose me for free in the summer. So now they're screwed.
All right,
now they
so
got to trade him.
Where would he go?
He's gone.
What team?
He's gone to the Mavericks.
Is that a good team? Oh, so he's doing it on the principle. Is it a black team?
Is there a black
A
team?
Black Panther team, is that?
No, they're not a Black Panther team. No, the superstar's white. Luca. They've gone with Luca.
But is Luca like a spicy white?
He's Serbian. No, not Serbian.
Basketball.
What's Luca's background? Luka Doncic is he Serbian? Is he Serbs? Is he
Croatian?
one of these things?
Okay.
Yeah, they're in Spurs.
Do you say they're not spice?
I like to know English, man.
Yeah. So Luca's having almost an MVP. Yeah, he's one of the hottest talents in the league. He's one of my, apart from Kyrie, he's probably my other favorite player. He's so cold. So them two together is definitely going to be interesting.
So would it tip the scales? Would they now be the
They're not going to be the favourites, no, because they need a bit more. They got rid of Finney-Smith, so they need size. They need size going forward. But I don't know if they got the pieces to build that roster out. But having Kyrie and Luka is a
good draw for others.
mate. That starting point there.
Serious.
You put defense, some wing defense, some shooting around them. Size is problem.
Serious.
Yeah, it could be a problem. I don't know if it'll be this year. Probably not this year. But if they building it, moving forward, if he's going to stay there and sign long term, definitely a good move.
Who's your team?
Great. Mavericks.
Oh, wait. So you're happy?
Yeah, I'm over the moon.
We didn't look it.
No,
I'm asking all these questions like.
Oh no, it's sensational.
Okay.
I can't be hurt. You think I told you I don't have no skin in the game. I'm not American, so I'm not gonna die for none of these teams. I support the player.
Yeah, you're not Mancunian.
No, I follow anywhere Kyrie goes. That's who I support.
What?
Anywhere Kyrie goes, that's any team who Kyrie plays for is the team that I support.
Wait a minute.
It's not like football.
Wait a minute. Who did you support before Kyrie handed in his resignation?
Brooklyn Nets.
Bloody hell. When you just said you support Mavericks, I thought you were supporting Mavericks. And now you're happy because your best player is coming. You really just following people like how people follow Cristiano Ronaldo?
I used to support. Listen, yeah.
Oh my
I was a
goodness.
casual basketball fan, yeah. Then Kyrie Irving left Duke, got drafted to the league, yeah, and he went to the Cavs. Then I saw one of the most exhilarating basketball players I've ever seen in my life, and I'm saying this is the type of basketball I need to watch.
When he retires, what would you do?
Find someone else. There's some other good youths in there. I'll find someone else. But basically, yeah. So I was with him at the Cavs. Then he left. Then we went to Celtics, and I was a Celtics fan for a year or two. Then we left the Celtics. Then we went to Brooklyn Nets. And I was at the Brooklyn Nets. And now we're in Dallas, baby. And I want to go Dallas because Dallas. I want to go Dallas. So that's even made. I might go there this year.
For the barbecue?
Barbecue. Yep. Yeah. So now my beloved Mavs. The only thing that's killed me, the only negative, is that it's a West Coast game. So I'm not gonna watch many of them games live now, unless you want me coming in there. That is.
Yeah, I don't really care about that too much.
You don't care about the games, or if I'm tired.
No, I don't care about you watching the games.
See, well, I can't watch them live anymore. That's the only bad side.
Can't you watch replays?
Don't hit
It's
the
like
same. Don't hit the same, man. Don't hit the same. But I'll be all right though. I'll survive. I'll live. But yeah, no, it's definitely good news, man. Kyrie's gone to the Mavs and our basketball news. That's it.
Hopefully they appreciate him over there, man.
Did you see just quickly? To go back to football quickly. Did you see? What's his name? Is it Thingy? Is it Jones? 1 second. The Southampton gaffer. Have you seen this rant?
Nope.
Why is my thing froze? Nathan Jones. You ain't seen his monologue in his press conference. Southampton gaffer. He's talking about
Jones?
Nathan Jones. Who? The guy's a psychopath. He's upset. Obviously, they're on a bad run. What, they lost like 6 of their last 7 or something stupid like this. You know what I'm trying to say? He's in the press conference. He's going bonkers. He's talking about, obviously, I've had to gone away from what's made me successful in the past. You get me? I've had to change certain things because of certain people and like the style of play and that and the fans and that. Like he's had to compromise like on a few little things, but he's not doing it no more. He said he's been very successful playing a fluent style. Luton were aggressive on the front foot. Statistically, there weren't many better than me around the whole of Europe.
All right, so he's blaming everybody else but himself.
He said statistically there weren't many better than me in Europe. Who's this man?
Confident man.
Who's
He
this?
believes in himself.
Boy, it's a pound for pound. We were the best. You know what? Luton were doing good. Yeah, don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna pretend like I watched them because I didn't. But obviously, I would hear they have been doing decent. I'm guessing it must have been underneath him why he's acting like this. But one of the best in Europe. I think he's gonna get sacked. You know.
That's why he's basically saying that it's everybody else's fault.
Yeah, because that rant there, that's a monologue thing. That rant there is brazy.
To sign off.
That rant's brazy. No one's gonna like it. It just dropped. I want to get in the car and listen to it so I can hear how mad he sounds. But no one in Southampton's gonna be rating that. Yeah, he's a psycho. So yeah, Nathan Jones is ranting. You go and check that out. Let me know what it's saying. But that's the end of the reaction on our sports news, man.
There's breaking news from Manuel.
Is there more breaking news?
Yeah, huge
You are really going
quake
up.
rocks Turkey and Syria. More than 1,000 dead.
What?
Wow.
Yeah.
Let me see that.
Oh wow.
That's mad.
The earth is shaking.
A 7.8 magnitude earthquake.
Damn, where?
Turkey and southern Turkey and northern Syria. So more than 1,300 people have been killed.
No way.
With hundreds injured, the death toll is expected to rise as rescue workers search through the rubble in cities and towns across the area. And a second earthquake struck in the southeastern region of Turkey on Monday, measuring 7.5 magnitude. Yeah, man, it's terrible.
It's horrible. Damn it, man.
Wow.
Damn.
Thoughts and prayers go out to everybody involved.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, let's get into our last segment. Done out here. In the light of such devastating news, I thought we can just go light-hearted. Got something for the boys. City boys are up. Maybe there might be a way to monetize our pain, lads. You get me? I'm not sure.
Let's find out.
No, I'm not actually quite sure how it works or what the grounds of it is. And as I'm reading here, I think the case is still underway. So I'm not sure whether we're successful or not. But this is going to love this. A man sues a woman for 1.9 million after she refused to be his gal.
That makes perfect sense to me.
Yeah. He's suing her. Liable.
He's suing her.
Mm-hmm. He's got a suit, class action against her. Let me see for
So
what?
that makes sense to you guys. I think that's very pathetic.
Following the rejection, he suffered trauma from the incident. This is facts.
That's so pathetic. He needs to step his pussy game up. That's what he needs to do.
But
Seagulls are up.
she's counter-suing him in order to cover some of the costs.
Yeah, 1.9 is mad.
In order to cover some of the costs, and she's saying that his harassment, was so intense. Yeah, she had to buy one of them siren alarm sensors and a smart video doorbell.
Wow.
Sounds about men. sounds about men.
We need evidence of this.
Of course we do. Now we need evidence.
Well, no, I don't know, man.
Now, the both of them what is going on here?
Well, I don't know. He's got an argument because he's saying I don't know whether he declared his love for her publicly, but I think the rejection was public because he's saying it's damaging what was otherwise a stellar reputation. You know what I'm trying to say? That so she's making him look like an idiot after he's a respectable businessman. You can't have that.
Can't tell them.
Also, his mental health. Come on.
I had another mill in that, man.
Had another mill in
another
it.
mill in that,
Come on, man. MH, just important.
Yeah, man.
And he's lost at least 5 business partnerships.
5.
5 business
Let me see.
partnerships.
Is there a picture up there? Because let me see this girl. She is shaking. She's shaking the table. Okay,
Yeah, so-
sis.
Yeah, so she's done him
It's a
bad.
powerful woman.
So he wants like 1.2 million, and I think this is. Well, it doesn't matter what it's in. Just call it 1.2 million. And he wants
This is
100.
the guy-
He wants to reduce from. He wants money for reduces future earnings because he's going to be incapacitated from working and things like. She's mashed up his life, really and truly. So I don't know how he's going to prove this, but if he can prove this,
I'll be honest with you, yeah. Looking at the picture of the guy.
Jail him. What?
I said, looking at the picture of the guy, it's on brand. You know what I mean? It's just, it's on brand. I'm going to
What
step
did he
out.
taken advantage of?
Nah, he looks like he's a victim. But if you just,
so moving forward, does that mean
I can
Gal
see why
can't
this
reject you
broken.
no more? Does that mean?
no, they're not about to start a law where you can't reject men.
No, or you have to do it in a nice way, or you're going to be held liable, civil action. If you diss me in the wrong way at the bar and you make me feel a certain way, any lesser than or whatever, I'm suing your ass.
Isn't that some type of verbal assault?
I lie?
Yeah, so that's dangerous. You
You're
know?
making me
Very
sick.
dangerous.
That's very dangerous.
Yeah, can't have that.
We're winning, man. It's a gathering that I've done out here, man, because you can't even say no in peace anymore. You got to lose money.
Have to be polite.
You gotta be polite. Talk to me nice.
I'm saying.
Talk to me nice, Esther.
Return the respect.
But
Return.
trust me.
Men too.
Do you know what? Do you know what's gonna? This is what we're gonna do as the women. We're just gonna go back to ghosting, man. That's what we're gonna do. Let's avoid the stories. Let's avoid all of that. Yeah, man.
Man said she probably kept
I can
his
see
ring.
why he yeah.
Yeah, she's gonna kind of see. She might win. This is gonna be interesting.
It's a very, very interesting case. Very jobless pair of them. Both very jobless. Very silly.
But someone said, Meaty, she deserves to come to sue for the fact that he approached her. But we ain't seen her picture, man. Come
I
on.
ain't saying nothing.
Come on.
Yeah, suing for a broken heart is wild because them cases are gonna be going through the roof. It's a
No, man, that
pandemic.
is. If we sue for a broken heart, yeah, this economy will never recover.
Bruv, hearts are breaking every second out there.
Ain't no way.
These are stay safe, man. But yeah, no, that made me laugh.
It says she probably kept the ring. She probably did keep. She should have kept the ring. Well, after all this foolishness he's doing, this is why you keep ring, girls.
We're down bad. Nah, man, City Boys for the win, man. We got a new revenue stream, man.
How do you see this as a win? You guys really see this as a win?
We got a new revenue stream.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Oh, that's true. Fair enough. You're not making no money though, but we'll get our new men to pay for it.
If it works, it works. Yeah. I don't know, man. But let's get into our
Yeah.
outro.
Nice. Market with this whole keeping the ring stuff. That is actually entertaining. But anyway, guys who date me don't know what the situation is. But guys, as always, we appreciate you for tuning into the show. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel as well. Let's get to 4K. We're halfway there-ish. Well, depends how your calculator runs, but yeah, we're nearly there. So subscribe to the channel, like the video, do all that great stuff, share it, follow us on our social media platforms, The Day After TNB on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Interact with us in the comments, do all that great stuff. When people are getting cooked, you guys in the live comments, I feel like you guys should really show up and show up. Don't be adding to it. So, do you know the worst thing is when you're getting cooked here, and then you see people from the lives like, yeah, I know, she's always like that. Right? Whose side are you on? The heck? But nah, love it, man. Absolutely love it. Keep it coming, guys. Yeah, if you want to send us voice notes and texts for asking for a friend, sis, what would you do? Or the number to call in as well when we're live. The number is 075 6484 1073. If you would like to make suggestions of stuff to talk about, topic of the day, what's it called? Woke a joke, all that great stuff, or even headlines or whatever, you can do that by adding into the community. Drop it in the community, which is community.thenewblack.com. That is the only way we accept submissions for topic suggestions. And if you'd like to inquire about the show or feature on the show, the email address is thedayafter@thenewblack.com. Have a great Monday and we'll see you tomorrow.
Peace.
Peace.